Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream, and welcome to the Night of Hope Wednesday. You know what that means? AEW Dynamite, 3 hours. Strap in, strap on. Grab your snacks, grab your feel good. I haven't said that in a while, but get in that chat and blow it up, folks. It's going to be fun. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Wednesday. It's 3 hours. It's Dynamite. I had to bring some help because it's going to be a fun one here tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. The go-home show for Double or Nothing. We're going to talk about it, folks. As always, get in there, blow up that chat, be a friend, tell a friend, click all the buttons, and enjoy the fun. Me and that pretty face got you for 3+ hours tonight, and we're looking forward to it, heading towards busy times, busy weekends, lots of wrestling coming your way. But if you don't know who we are, I guess I shall remind you. I'm Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we're out here on Conn Island for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. But should we talk about kind of the biggest news that's popped off fairly recently, like within the day?
Yes.
Mick Foley will be on the buy-in, the pre-show for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, very interesting. We know that Mick Foley broke ties with WWE due to political feelings. And again, I mean, I guess, you know, the conversations that have happened, there was a desire to kind of get together, and here we are. So, I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, Foley's a good guy. I'm really curious to see how he handles this particular role, how he deals with it. You know, does it work? Is he there consistently? We'll see. We'll see.
I like it. I think it's a perfect fit. I'm surprised this didn't happen even sooner.
Yeah.
Now, with the comparable that was getting thrown around of Darby winning the world title was like Mick winning it on Raw.
No.
Do anything with putting Mick and Darby in and they have a moment together or anything, because they're very much known as the kind of crash test underdog.
Right.
You know, would that be that motivating speech that might kind of really help put Darby over as a champ?
Maybe. I don't know if it puts him over as a champ, but I definitely see that there's something there. And I can actually, I don't know. See, I mean, would Mick try and brave one match if they worked it well enough that he didn't really fall down on his bad hip?
I've seen some people throw
this. I don't want it either. Will they try it?
Could Mick wrestle MJF? No, don't do that.
Why? No, I mean, very interesting. I think he, you know, again, a known face, a recognizable face. It brings a little bit of a different element to it. So I have no problem with this decision at all. I think it works for both sides. So we'll see how it goes.
Does it bring credibility? Does it bring a bit of, at least with fan sentiment, like you're going to have Mick Foley out there in New York and wrestling fans online are going to see that. And nobody hates Mick Foley. If you hate Mick Foley, you're the problem, not Mick.
Probably, right? Yeah, I mean, I think 10 years ago, 15 years ago, probably more so. But yeah, I mean, I still think if you're a lapsed fan and you're browsing around and, you know, hey, that's Mick. I mean, it is noteworthy. It is kind of something that stands out. I don't think the Darby Mick moment are comparable. I get why people would compare both those people. But I still think Darby could learn a lot from Mick. That would be the cool thing, is if Mick could teach some of these wrestlers in AEW some psychology, some like bumping for a reason.
Well, if he stays around, and that's why I like the idea of having Mick talk and have a moment with Darby or anything like that. Like, even if this had happened a little bit earlier, you could have had Darby, you could have had Mick in that Sting role with Darby. Of now, once you won it, hey kid, I've been there through your style, I've been through this, and now look at where it's got me. I know how you can do it and make a career top career out of this, all of that.
100%. Now, I mean, the other part, the other bit of big news that's out there before we say hello to the people, and I see us filling up here on a Wednesday, so make sure you get in there. Click those little reaction buttons. Don't forget those. The other big thing going around is, and we kind of touched on it last night, more and more has been talked about it today, but Mr. MJF, your favorite, the scarf carrying member of the channel, out there either really good at his job or really speaking, from the or shooting from the hip. But said a lot of things over the last couple days here.
Yeah, column A, column B. I know you and Anthony both kind of said it in our group chat of it seems like he's kind of acting like it's his company, which I almost would say it kind of is because he's the top star there. He's the best.
Is he?
He should be. He should be. And you're not going to fight me on that. And
no.
He's also, I think he's the best locker room leader, the best voice. Like
that's the vibe.
Him having these interviews and everything is, I think, very much him speaking on behalf of the company, him speaking on behalf of the locker room, while also still being MJF, that character.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he definitely gives that vibe, same vibe he gives everywhere he goes. Ultimately, I mean, I get what he's doing. I think at times there's things he say, kind of says that don't really resonate properly or the way I think he's hoping it does. But I mean, I hate the whole narrative of like, if you don't think this is good, you're not watching. I think that's crazy talk. The other thing is, one of the things that MJF does a lot is he'll list all the talent that is in AEW. Oh, Hangman and this one and that one and Kenny and I could, go on forever. But great, you have talent. Nobody's arguing that. But to say just because you have this talent means therefore all the shows are amazing, that's bullshit. That doesn't, correlate. You have the talent to have good shows, but that talent doesn't necessarily make these shows good right now.
We have the best talent on the team, but that doesn't mean we win every game kind of vibe. That's the thing. And how do you feel that even just out and outright goes at Malachi Aleister Black? Normally you don't see that from a lot of wrestlers of actively going at a guy who recently got released.
He's got to be careful. They might bump into each other publicly, and I wouldn't want to be MJF if I had an angry Aleister running my way. I'll put that out there.
We bet.
But I mean, the interviewer kind of poked a little of like, yeah, I mean, and he gave a name.
Oh, it's Ariel. Of course it's Ariel. So,
right.
Yeah.
So, but it felt like he wanted to give the name. He did give the name. And again, I think it's his perspective, which is fine. I just feel like with MJF, there's times where I don't know. I think he's just saying it because it sounds good. And
but that's the same thing. That's the same name Dave brought up and everything. So I think it's
very valid.
It is how the actual locker room feels. Okay, yep. Interesting play that you put it out there publicly, or is it just the narrative that AEW wants to make sure that they get out there and MJF's the best guy to sit there and put it out?
Yeah, and I mean, it gives Tony, Tony's got none of this on him. So, I mean, very interesting from that regard. So, I just don't. Sometimes I feel like I almost want MJF to be a better overall ambassador of the situation. And I think at times it's just when you echo that kind of that insane, the ridiculous sentiment, instead of like, what could we do better? Yeah, you could probably do better. But at the same time, force feeding everyone this idea that, you're not paying attention or you're just too stupid to understand, that's bullshit. And it's a cop out.
But that's him walking the company line. Like you said, you wish he would be a better one. I think he's the best they got to be this kind of company spokesperson.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see how tonight goes. We do have 3 hours. Collision follows Dynamite tonight. I keep harping on this. I wish they would make these shows like legitimately 3 hours, not, one show. Like I'm going to be scrambling again to find Collision because where the hell is it airing? But it should be an interesting one, folks. As always on a Wednesday, we have a lot of hope. We put Hump Day in the books. Friday, Junior tomorrow. The weekend is almost upon us. So lots going on here on the channel. Double or Nothing this weekend. We're looking forward to that. Saturday main event. We got Italy coming up. We got AAA coming up. So much wrestling. So again, be a friend, tell a friend, and we will say hello to the people. As I mentioned, that Spaz, Ronan, and Reader, top 3 from last night, Nick. All three getting in there. So there you go.
Yeah, that's the more chats, the more super chats, the super stickers, the more love you show in the chat. And we trust me, we try and click on as many names as we can, even though we yap a bit. But that's the points. That's your recognition on the leaderboards. Hey, you invited me. I'm passenger princess out here on a Wednesday night. So don't start pointing fingers at me.
Let's go. But National Sugar Bee Apple Day. Let's go. Sugar Bee Apple.
Sugar Bee Apple?
I guess it's a very sweet apple. I don't know.
Shiver me timbers, Chicago. Made you do it.
Right, Chicago. You have to. On this date, 1983, very solid year, the Police released the most played song in the radio of all time, Every Breath. I hate that song. I don't like Sting. I don't like the Police. Before my time, really, but I don't like them.
I mean, I know he made the whole Ted Turner tribute about Tony Khan, but do you really need to hate Sting?
Right? Come on, Sting. What are you doing? Do better. Put the face paint back on. Enzo Amore was backstage at NXT. Very interesting. Now, we hear those reports a lot. One doesn't always mean anything. He could have just been stopping by to say hi. But interesting. We've talked a lot about where's Big Cass going to be. Could you do Cass and Enzo in a company that's looking for some buzz, some clicks? You know, Enzo, Cass might, get some shits.
It's starting to feel a little bit like where there's smoke, there might be some fire to this, because I've seen enough stories going around today of Enzo and WWE in talks. Just happens to coincide with Big Cass's contracts about to be up here pretty soon. Just also happens to coincide with stories coming out of WWE wants to revamp their tag team division. So, I mean, you introduce a tag team like that.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're kind of leaning on some more over-the-top tag teams more than like good tag teams. That's kind of the approach here. So Enzo and Cass would kind of fit that mold. Again, I just want to point out, and a little bit of a humble brag maybe, but, I see Damien calling this out because now we're seeing the dirt sheets report it. You and I have been talking about this for weeks. So, again, another great example of come show up. We'll get ahead of this, folks. We pay attention too.
Yeah, we actually watch the shows, unlike a lot of people. The ones that are always the most vocal, do you even watch, are the ones who don't actually watch. They come back and they watch clips on Twitter or whatever.
Right. That's jokes. Welcome back, Damien. Got you. Ken, how many? I got 1 minute. As always, we're behind on a Wednesday, but Kevin, Dennis, Clay, how you doing? How you doing? Jason Ronan. Breaking news. I'll come back to that one because Mick Foley, we've talked about it. Damien, Ken, got you. I see TJ Boston. Nair, welcome back. Bradley, I appreciate you. How you doing? Let's go. Philip Brown's in the house. Zach, Evan, Damien, Nair, got you already. Lazy booking, welcome back. Good to see you. MJF riding that. Yeah, he knows where his bread's buttered. And what I want to ever see is if he does come to the end of a contract. But maybe in his head, he knows he's signed for like 7 years and he doesn't give a shit. And so,
it's his playground. We talk about how anybody can do what they want. This is MJF's playground. He basically just gets to fund his wrestling company with Tony Khan's money.
That's kind of funny. It's a funny way to look at it, and maybe not that inaccurate. But, folks, if you're trying to dial in at home, I do have the stage and the pyro, Nick.
I have Big Bang.
Bang, bang.
Bang, gang. I am not gang. I do not gang bang.
Okay, so let me know when you get Portland up in the top corner. Safit's with us. Damien, Frankie Boy. Boston got you. Ron Harper's back with us. Adrian, Travis. Safit, Evan, Brandon. I love it. Sean Reed, welcome back. Good to see you. Did you get the tag?
I have the stage right now with the pyro.
You see, concentrate. Focus.
No, I just got that. You said San Diego in the corner or whatever the fuck it was.
There you go. Good evening, Mr. Portland, Maine. Oh, shit.
I actually, because I live in the New England area and all of that. I live in New Hampshire. And nice. I actually had it pull up on my YouTube of Scotty 2 Hottie getting interviewed by a Maine news station of how AEW's coming to Maine for the first time in 30 years. Is the first time Maine's hosted a wrestling show.
That's crazy. Do you have Jericho in the Bucks?
No, I have the Crowd.
That's so weird. My thing just jumped to Jericho and the Bucks.
I have the unwashed dude abides. Oh, we got the children with the Darby shirts.
They're trying to sell us. So that's funny. I'm waiting for you.
Now I have Jericho and the Bucks out there on the coast.
Yeah, this is yeah, okay, whatever. We're starting off with Jericho and the Bucks trying to
no one on screen right now is likable.
No, and it's Stadium Stampede. They're standing out in the breeze. Jericho's missing his shirt. It looks weird.
I have a bone to pick briefly, and I know we're trying to rattle off names, but I have a bone to pick with Kenny Omega being involved in the Stadium Stampede, the guy who's my body's breaking down. I don't know how much more time I've got. You're in a random bullshit feud in a dangerous match with Chris Jericho to help him out. What? And I don't know how many bullets I got left, but I can use one for Chris Jericho. What?
And he's barely been involved in this whole scenario. Like, that's the other thing, is he's just like, we just picked him. And again, they're trying to make these three guys baby faces. Listen, the match is going to get all the sickos just filling tube socks. We get it. But I hope it doesn't suck. They're going to do a lot of things we've seen them do before. Like the music plays incessantly. Who will get set on fire? I don't know. I
like more of Team Heel, I feel, than I like more of Team Babyface.
Not bad shout. Rest in peace to WWE Hall of Famer Macho Man. 15 years. Wow. Saffit, good to see you. Travis, Frankie, JP, let's go. Boston Christopher, Ken, Danisha, always a pleasure. Let's go. As I'm kind of ignoring this. Jerome, JP, we got you. KJTV is messing with his head. This crazy mind playing tricks on me. Let's go. I think he just quoted the Ghetto Boys. Jesus Christ, the Bucks and Jericho looks like leeches. It's all weird. I don't like it.
Barnacles. They're barnacles because they're out there on the sea coast. As I did see Adrian SU, well, I think Ken said, is Portland home to Limitless Wrestling? I think so. I know there's a lot of independents in New England, but I know this is the first time that there's been a national wrestling show on TV from Maine in 30 years.
That's crazy. But we are opening with the Young Bucks. So very typical of a Dynamite go-home show. There is several multi-person matches happening tonight. A couple matches I don't quite get why they're happening, but we will get into that later. I think I have a graphic for this goddamn mess, but maybe not.
Fair enough. But so this would be the Bucks and Jericho taking on Ricochet, Andrade El Idolo, and Mark Davis. But how do you know? See, we don't have a graphic, but how do you know?
How do we know? Mark Davis on a hot streak right now, all of a sudden. That's kind of fun. Didn't expect that in the realm of this show.
Been on been taking L's and then almost decapitates, almost cripples Will Ospreay, and then all of a sudden takes the title off of Jungle Boy and all that.
Right.
And I do there's a nugget of the Callis family that actually could be a solid faction. Like Mark Davis, Andrade, maybe with Brian Cage coming back now. Like there's something to be had there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Lance Archer and like that, like the bodyguard role that he's in kind of now with Callis. Like every time you see Callis, you see Lance. I think that's a good thing to do for Lance. It keeps him involved. But there is talent in the Callis family. Undeniably, there's good talent. It's just, it's so all over the fucking place.
It's just there's 57 of them. It's a little bit like the NWO of, all right, so who's, Wolfpack? Who's Silver and Black? Who's Black and White? As Jericho's got a Bucks jacket too, by the way.
What's up, Frankie? All right.
Yeah, but they're getting over Judas again. Judas in my mind.
Only a little bit. And Jericho's got tassels. This guy's holding on to his fucking youth, like that picture of the cat is holding on to the wire.
The Bucks are no longer, they're midlife crisis Bucks now.
Middle-aged Bucks.
Yeah.
And Mark Davis. Why? It's just so, you can't find good things to do for these people.
Well, I got Mark Davis on the ramp right now. Like I said, I like Mark Davis. In his match with Ospreay, he actually looked fucking solid. Like you could use him as a fucking guy. He's got that Bruiser Brody brawler kind of vibe of that Brody King. Like if you had a Haas division, if you had him versus Brody King, I think you could do that for a good bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now here comes Andrade.
That how you know as a t-shirt. Right. How you know.
Now they are the Callis family, yet still coming out separately, so that's fun.
I mean, is there a true Callis theme? What would it be?
No, I think it was just. Remember, it was just like violin for a while.
I am the Don, the big bad Don, the Don Callis family.
Right, Callis, the Phallus. Let's go, go, go! Like, what are we doing?
Callis, present me, Don.
Evening all. Y2 Jackson. What? Y2Js?
Yeah.
What's up,
How many mashup tag teams has Jericho been in now? You had Jericho, you've had Y2AJ. I feel like I'm going to miss a bunch, but he's the guy that will always
the sex gods.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The sex gods until one person was told not to talk about sex at work anymore. I mean, but yeah, to me, I'm okay with like a big multi-man match with like a build and like a rivalry and, you know, where we love war games. I'm not opposed to Stadium Stampede, but it feels like every other match. But beyond that, my dilemma with all of this is it just feels like they're not doing anything else. So here we're going to do this.
Oh, yeah. Well, this could be the match at Double or Nothing. Instead of the Stadium Stampede, it's a lot of hired goons, a lot of people just, like you said, you're not doing anything, so let's just use you here.
Right. Now, one thing I have said about the Bucks as of late, folks, we're kicking off the first match here tonight. The Bucks do play to the crowd. I'll give them credit. A lot of guys in AEW don't do it a whole lot, where they actually, are looking to the crowd to make noise. And if they're not, they try and get them to. So I don't say a lot of nice things about the Bucks, but at least they're very aware of the audience, and that's important in wrestling.
Well, they're going back to them trying to be baby faces and everything like that. They finally ditched the gambling addiction problem. They ditched the, I'm pile drive my boss problem.
Right.
The situation. So now they're back to just trying to be plucky baby faces.
Right. But here goes Jericho. And I still say this, like MJF bragged a lot about, clearly it's where the best wrestle. But then you have to do all these like Stadium Stampede matches to cover up guys like Jericho who can't wrestle. Guys like Moxley have to do every pay-per-view match with Moxley is a stipulation match because he can't wrestle. So it's a lot of talk, but not a lot of walk from the AEW contingent.
Well, was he just talking about himself when he says that's where the best wrestle because that's where I wrestle and I'm the best wrestler? Was he more talking to himself than the roster?
Right. Andrade stopping for a selfie.
All the hoochie ladies. Does Andrade get a yum yum then? Andrade must get a yum yum.
Do we? I don't know. I mean,
even the Snapchats, the Snap Thoughts at ringside are yum yum and Andrade. Andrade's got to get a yum yum. We're an equal opportunist yum yum out here.
Those two ladies might have been more than yum yum. I'll give you one.
They were more red alert.
Right? They look like they get paid by the half hour. Welcome to AEW Dynamite. I'm just kidding. Playing.
I'm just playing. I don't want to play you playing no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
Well, yeah, I love that. Elevator to the top. Forget Inner Circle and Jericho Appreciation. Yeah, don't forget them. Again, Jericho's kind of leached on just about everybody he can. Now watching these guys leech together as we get a triplicate splash punch drop from the Bucks and Jericho.
There, if you like tap, because I got them hyping up the crowd right now. Picking up Andrade is Nicholas Jackson. But yeah, no, they're barnacles. They're all stuck together there. Barnacles.
Is it weird when a barnacle attaches itself to another barnacle? Like shit.
I'm not a barnacle. I wouldn't know.
I'm not looking forward to Darby versus Bailey. I'm not either.
It's still going to be an interesting match, I think. They're going to be high paced, all of that. It's going to feel very much like we were watching Wrestling Revolver or House of Glory. I'll tell you that. Because I'm still, why doesn't Mike Bailey come out to Brass Monkey anymore? Tony, you piped up for everybody else out there with the music. Come out to Brass Monkey. That would actually get Bailey more over. But you know that Darby's winning, and you now at this point, I feel to me progressively all of Darby's matches as a champion have gotten worse, have gotten less impactful, less important, and they're diminishing on a return investment.
The big dilemma I'm running into, and people refuse to admit it or talk about it. Well, it's going to be it's already automatically a good match. Like people have already decided Darby Speedball is going to kill. And that's what they've gone into it with. No matter what happens in this match, people are going to come out and say, oh, it was awesome as I thought it was going to be. But I've seen it. It's going to look just like last week's match. It's going to look just like last weekend's match. The only one that doesn't look like this is the golf course.
Well, I don't like that, knowing this guy's going to take I might not know exactly he's going to take a fucking spot off the top of the entranceway through tables, or he's going to take, a swanton bomb off a ladder through tables or anything like that. But I know he's going to win at the end of the day because we're setting up him versus MJF.
Yeah.
And we're not all of a sudden going to get MJF versus Speedball Mike Bailey at Double or Nothing this weekend. So I already know the outcome. So you're doing a lot of craziness for not a lot of payoff.
Sorry, Nick. And I agree with you, but we go to picture in picture. And if I'm being honest, Jericho and the Bucks have the crowd going. We got a little flex movement. I don't want to say it, but maybe not my cup of tea very often, but the crowd is definitely ready for this one here tonight. And there's a good energy in the building.
I can't knock it.
Yeah. Hey boys, all the love. Hey chat, all the love. Hugs. Hug each other in the showers after. No, I mean, make it weird. Saturday Night Main Event. See, I made it weird. Saturday Night Main Event preview goes live 10:15 tonight. Ain't nobody got time for Collision. We on that number road to 1600, I guess. I appreciate you all. Congrats, sir. Let's go. Thank you for the super chat.
Shout out. Well, speaking of Saturday Night's Main Event, have you heard the great debate going on between Soul and Becky of, is it a title match? Is it not a title match? Is it a title match? Is it not a title match? Some sources say it is. Most sources say it's not.
That's interesting. I thought it was going to be a title match. I like the idea of Becky being kind of difficult about it, but what did I'm trying to think if I remember correctly.
On Raw, they said it's not a title match initially. Then it looked like their promo seemed like they were talking about it as a title match, and how Becky said Soul hasn't earned a title shot.
Yes.
When I pull up Wikipedia, it's still listed as not a title match.
Not a title match.
I've got other places and other sources that are saying it's been moved or it's talked about being that, or
Interesting. I mean, you would assume if it's going to be Saturday Night Main Event, and again, maybe Becky just being a little difficult and making Soul work for the actual title shot. But I imagine if this match goes to the show, which it will, it's going to be for the title.
Well, do you do just straight non-title and then do you build anything on Raw? Like, you can't wait till Night of Champions, SummerSlam. We all kind of feel like eventually, though, we're going to see Soul beat Becky for the belt. It's just a matter of when, where, and how.
Right. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I mean, could they stretch it out? For sure. So do they do a match at, on Saturday Night Main Event and then, Soul gets the win, so you run it back? I possibly.
Well, if you have it as a non-title, but I mean, then it's, again, the same gripe that we have with the title eliminators of you beat the champion to then beat the champion.
Yeah, I hate that. I do hate that.
As we are back after picture in picture, as again, the crowd's hype as shit for the Bucks and Jericho.
Yeah, I want to criticize. I mean, Jericho moves like he's running in mud.
Yeah, he's your dad. He's Uncle Rico that still thinks he could throw that football over the mountain.
Just put me in, coach.
You know, back in my day, if it wasn't for that Joe Montana, I would have been star quarterback.
But again, I mean,
face buster.
But I
see that's the thing is, I like Andrade more. I like Mark Davis more than the babyface Hyde. And again, me as a habitual watcher, a habitual line stepper.
We couldn't get an Andrade one-on-one with another mid-card guy and just put on a banger in the middle of a show. You know, you could
let's do Andrade versus Jericho.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you could kind of build that, but Jericho can't go. So look, here we go. This is where I'm like, come on, guys.
Oh, coronated.
This is sports entertainment. I mean, oops. Look at the shitty punches.
I like the big lean over from Jericho so you can see the bald spot start to form.
Yeah. Do it, Chris. Come on,
why
says
is Jericho
Tony.
In front and center with those shittiest punches. Hey.
But the crowd is cheering.
Tony Schiavone just talked to Chris Jericho like he was a dad with a kid on the diving board. Do it, Chris. Come on.
You can do it.
Come on, Chrissy.
Jokes. Let's go. Oh, Ricochet breaks it up. The match continues. Ricochet to the outside.
Boston, I see you. Ooh, we both had Boston in different ways, so I'll take your Boston first. Pause. What would Bayley get over is if the show was great and Bayley was booked in a way that suited his strengths. Yes.
Yes, I agree.
I think that applies to any wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, take Mike Bailey. Like, we're doing all this other random stuff. Like, build some
all of this Darby shit would be great if it was for the TNT title. I would not have a peep about this if this was all for the TNT title. Open challenges, and Darby's going to kill himself, and he's fighting Kevin Knight and Brody King and, you know, Speedball and maybe not Takeshita, but all of that throughout all of this. Every night, every week, all of that. Make it the ultimate workhorse title. Do it with the TNT. Don't do it with the world title.
Oh, here we go. Three Amigos from Andrade.
Uno. Dos. Oh, point up. Tres. Oddly enough, Aubrey's been the ref in this match, and we haven't noticed her.
Yeah, I can't watch this and be told by somebody that this is the absolute best wrestling on the planet. It is so clunky. It is so just, it's not structured. Here comes a moonsault.
Oh, but he does the double one and the knees up, which the double one I've always never liked because that doesn't make any sense. But now, question, Your Honor, and to the chat. Does the worst AEW, is that worse than the worst WWE?
I think so. At times. Oh, baseball slide. Like, again, we're 20 minutes into the show.
I said, Ricochet's one Pac now with this bandana on now.
Yeah, it's his new thing. I gouge.
Knee. Dumps out Ricochet on the outside.
Shit.
Baseball slide. Jericho in an announce table. So Jericho and Ricochet, it's weird that you have two bald gimmicks going on at the same time.
Right.
I'm not saying it's, bad, but it's just weird that it's happened twice.
Oh, through the table.
Oh.
Both man through tables that were covered up with a blanket.
I will let you know when I get tables.
Yeah, I don't know if it's letting me stop up.
Oh. Backdrop through the tables.
Yeah, I got Mark Davis taking a boot.
Let me try and do a thing real quick.
Bucks
Yeah,
in, but see, the crowd starts to get quiet when you go too long. Andrade back elbows Davis.
yeah. See, I just had to hit the little refresh. You were spot on because I caught that right as you said it.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
Big.
Oh. 1,
And
2,
Andrade still kicks out, bro. Bro, we are 21 minutes into this.
This should have been the match at Double or Nothing. I said it when we started this match. I still present my case, Your Honor. This should have been the match at Double or Nothing.
Yes. Facts, Adrian. Yeah, it could have been. I mean, put it elsewhere. But it's just the matches, and I'm sorry. Again, I will challenge. I will go one-on-one with MJF on this whole argument. Now, here comes.
Now the dogs get involved. So, but
the dogs are also beefing with the Riders.
It's 6-man. So, 1, 2,
it's
3.
over. The dogs cost the Bucks and Jericho.
I will say this about this. That was actually a solid match, and that's why I wanted it on the pay-per-view instead of weekly. I know everyone's like, well, it's a great show leading.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay.
Who?
So more beating. So the guys are leaving, and this is still happening. But here comes Jungle Boy.
I was about to say this match didn't sell me more. He's got a bag of oranges, a bag of onions.
A bag of onions.
He's layered. Onions?
Him in his green pants.
Yeah. It is onions. It is fucking onions.
It's onions. We're used to seeing potatoes on this show. Now we got onions. And this is broken down into really unorganized chaos.
AEW's like onions. It has layers.
Yeah, all right. Now we're getting a fight off, and the one Buck hurt himself going over the railing. We're randomly showing the stage. Oh, more people. Like, why? Oh.
Because you have to sell the match that you're having at the pay-per-view.
You're giving away right now, though. That's what it's going to look like tomorrow. Have a summit or some shit. Don't have them do exactly what they're going to do tomorrow, tonight. They're already like, this is what it's going to look like, not tomorrow, on Sunday.
But either way, they literally cut me off of saying how this was a good match. I wish this match was on the pay-per-view, but it doesn't sell me on the match on the pay-per-view. So now we're going to fucking sledgehammer everybody in. Square pegs, round holes.
So everyone's everywhere. We're a preview of what we're going to get this Sunday.
My biggest surprise was thinking Toa Leona was a Samoan debuting.
No shit. Oh, there's Finley. Okay. Yeah.
So we had a 20-minute match that now everybody, the second it's done, comes out instead of it could have just started off as a whole smudge. And this is how you don't even have the match. Everybody hates everybody so that damn much that we've got to have 20 minutes of this chaos until we can get this shit under control.
Half of your first hour is going to be dedicated to this. Yeah, you are giving away what you're trying to sell on the pay-per-view. Big spear.
Oh.
Those who
still don't get the onions. I have onions in the ring and money on the entrance ramp, and I'm very confused.
Right. Rumor is Leon Slater going to AEW. Interesting.
Rumor a lot of talent are trying to make the push to try and get Leon because he seems all but signed, sealed, and delivered to WWE.
Fair enough.
So now Matt Jackson, Chris Jericho, MVP, and Bobby Lashley are the only ones left standing strong, looking strong.
So the baby.
Notice no Kenny Omega in all of that.
No, that like, why is he in this fucking match?
The guy, I don't know how many matches I got left, but I'm going to waste my fucking round for Chris Jericho.
That's the problem. Let's hold all wrestling companies to the same accountability. Where is Kenny? Why is Kenny not involved in the build? What the fuck? Again, the brawl makes little to no sense as we are getting a hype up for Okada to Takeshita. But yeah, I mean, again, to me, this match feels thrown together, and it feels like people that weren't doing anything important are now all going to be in a match. no build, no real like, oh, but Ricochet Jericho. Nobody wants to see that. Like Jericho should be fucking with a young baby face that he can bully, and Ricochet should be fighting guys that can athletically keep up with him. Jericho cannot.
It should be like, imagine a Ricochet Darby right now. Of honestly, if say that was for the TNT title, you have the potential for an amazing mid card division. Unfortunately, two things: half of it's gone to the world title picture. The other half is split amongst three other mid card titles that you have all at the same stature, all at the same time. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are on a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. The show rolls on. That it was effectively the first half hour of the show. So we're part way through 3 hours already. Hot crowd to start, but I gotta be real. I'm just so checked out of these Spot Fest matches. A lot of people have been that way about these repetitive spot matches.
Well, very much with, like you said, with Stadium Stampede, that's just how can I swoop everybody together. I actually wish that we'd gotten a little bit more build and a little bit stronger build that going into Double or Nothing than we had for months on end between Takeshi and Okada, because that's a match I've been waiting to see.
I don't
really
care.
kind of see them pay it off. I know you don't care,
really,
but that's because they made you don't care, because they haven't built it really across this month.
I'd be shocked if this match delivers any sense of a good match. I'd be shocked if Okada Takeshita, again, Takeshita is a young guy in his prime. Get him away from Callis. Get him away from Okada. Get him in the ring with other good young talent in their prime. Build your company around your good, young, solid talent.
Tony Khan, your world title picture should be MJF, Konosuke Takeshita, Will Ospreay, and insert a fourth young
Swerve.
Kevin Knight if you wanted to start to build him towards that, or pick a fourth person, whoever you want. That should be your world title. Those are stars that you have under contract that are young and committed to who you are.
Right.
100%. Take those and run with it. Every wrestling promoter's done it. Hitch your wagon to some true fucking blue bloods out there.
That is exactly what the biggest, to me, I've said it for a long, long time. The biggest dilemma with this company, as I've watched it decline, it does feel like it's the backstage bullshit. And we got to make Moxley feel good. So Moxley loses one belt. We had to give him another belt. So we'll fuck up storylines for feelings, and we'll get Jericho in the match with luchadors, which makes no sense, but it makes Jericho feel good. And, you know, Ospreay can fight. Oh, I really always wanted to fight this guy. It doesn't make sense. There's no story for it. We're just going to do it because they want it. Again, the backstage decision-making is killing what should be an outstanding show.
Darby Allin won the world title in his hometown or his home region. So MJF's going to win it in New York in his hometown and his home region. So then when Will Ospreay beats MJF in Wembley Ford, he can win it in his hometown, his home region. It's a feel-good story all the way around.
Yeah. And that's my theory on the only reason why I have Darby on my screen right now. But they know this is going to be a short run for Darby. So they're like, every night you're going to show up and defend the title.
Every bit of this.
Yeah. So nobody could say it was a shitty transition run. It was an amazing run, a record-breaking run, a run like no other.
Wait, am I wrong? Honestly, and chat, anybody out there, anybody that sees this clip afterwards or anything, anybody in the chat that thinks that I might be wrong, please let me know. I feel like since Darby took on Ciampa, the matches have gone down steps. We've been walking downstairs a little bit with this, a bit of Darby's passing out mid matches. Now we're having insano spots 2 or 3 times in a match that you can't see that spot and say that guy who still won, the guy who went through 3 tables off an entranceway, won the match clean. No, that's not a fucking thing.
He doesn't feel like a super, like, you know, it feels like anybody should be able to beat this kid. You know, again, he finds a way to win, but all of it's like, it's just
it doesn't feel like he finds a way to win because he goes through fucking hell and back and everything.
But
like
he gets
that.
the dub. He's still got the goal.
Fucking, I get a surprise roll up. He sits there and hits 14 coffin drops and still wins.
It's bad though. Like, it's every match. And my biggest dilemma is the fact that it's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. rinse and repeat. It's the same. We just saw the Bucks. It was a fun match. Crowd was into it. But I've seen this match before.
Oh.
As
I
we go
do like
to,
that at least they're doing the video package with Darby and MJF.
yeah, so we're going from a backstage segment with Darby to a package of Darby.
But also, so in case you didn't know Speedball's not winning tonight, now you definitely know Speedball's not winning tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing that strikes me as odd is so many people shit on, WWE for being so predictable. This is the most predictable shit in wrestling right now. Like, it really is. I'm more likely to guess wrong on an NXT show, a WWE show, a TNA show, a GCW show, House of Glory show, you name it. I feel like AEW is very obvious about everything.
Well, absolutely. They're this whole reign, and it's just one of those people go so one way with this of, hey, I want my wrestling champion, aka Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, insert WWE champion, to defend their title more consistently, everything like that. But I don't think we need to swing all the way to where Darby's out there defending it sometimes 2-3 times a fucking week and everything. Like, I get defending the world title more and having it be a thing, and maybe it kind of feels, some excitement around it because it's an open challenge and who can come out and do it. But you've also got to make me believe that somebody could actually take the belt off him. With all of these, I never once thought Kevin Knight would take the belt off of him. I never thought Sammy Guevara would take the belt off of him. I don't believe Speedball will take the belt off of him. None of that. It's the same issue people had with the Oba Open Challenge. Mm-hmm. I have tenfold with Darby with the World Title Open Challenge because it's a world title.
Well, again, and there's a law of diminishing returns. Right. As here comes Ciampa. One of my favorite entrances, one of my favorite entrance songs. Like, the packaging of Ciampa in AEW was phenomenal.
And Ciampa's a guy that I believed could have taken the world title off of Darby. And that's why I think that's where Darby's world title reign peaked. Mm-hmm. And it's been a Leahy who down the slope since then.
Now, I will remind everybody, this match coming up is Ciampa and Briscoe. Briscoe just came back, but anything goes. So we just saw a brawl all over the arena. What are we going to follow?
Now we're going to see a brawl all over the arena.
Like, that's the things. And I know some of the fans out there say, I don't care. But those are the things that make the show ugh.
That's the thing. Oh, you can have your Dave Meltzer's. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not going to sell any more tickets, any less tickets. No, it fucking does. It does, Dave, because you're beating people over the head with it. A redundancy draws people away.
Yeah. Now, like, this match is, why not make this match for the pay-per-view? You're so close.
And neither one of them are on the pay-per-view.
Right? And you're doing a Stadium Stampede on Sunday. There's no way, if I was booking this show, there'd be garbage cans and kendo sticks on the Dynamite Go Home show, unless it was with the people that were going to be in the brawl.
You mean the brawl that we just saw? Now we're going to see kendo sticks and trash cans. Now, do you do it here or do it on Sunday, or we see it twice?
We'll see it twice or 3 times or 4 times. Like, again, it's the indulgence of it all.
Well, I mean, this is a fantastic, like, this is an actual built-in feud. I would have loved to have this, see a little bit more of a build, a video package behind this to remind me that Tommaso Ciampa is the one who put Mark Briscoe on the sidelines, who's the reason he's been out. So now Briscoe wants to get his lick back, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm 100%. I mean, give it a chance. Like, have Briscoe show up. Briscoe came back in a backstage segment and said, "Hi, I'm back. I want to fight you." Like, okay.
Build to some of this shit. I don't want to fully sound like Brian Alvarez, but it's one of those, you can expect that your audience watches everything. And I understand you don't want to beat them over the head and treat it like, for those who do watch everything, like they're idiots. But at the same time, always mousetrap and a drop kick.
Son of a bitch, eh?
What
you fucking asshole.
What?
Ciampa just yelled out, "You fucking asshole."
Oh, I was like, what did I do? Why say it me for? But no, you do have to still, I think at times, as Moppy's died just right in front of us.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what he said to Moppy.
Now we got a table.
I bet you no Slim Jims. But you got to fill some of the people in for the gaps that they might have missed. It just happens. You see it in every movie, in every show.
Right? Why are the sickos taking a victory lap for the gate at Double or Nothing? I don't really know. I think they're around 14,000, which is great.
Right? Oh.
Can they get back to doing, big numbers on Wednesdays? That's what I want to see. But I'm happy for them. If this one's selling well and getting 14,000 people in the door is great. But I don't know what the victory lap part is. That's a SmackDown.
We have big numbers for pay-per-views. We have sell all the tickets. Wembley, what? Do they do 30? We've got alleged consistent, no rain nor shine, alleged consistent pay-per-view buys. But why don't we have consistent Dynamite ticket buys? Why don't we have consistent, weekly viewership?
Yeah, 100%. So I got Briscoe going up to the top. Ciampa's on a table with a chain around his neck, but here comes Ciampa. That didn't go well. Now you look like an idiot. Oh, shit. Briscoe through the table.
He who sets it up must go through it.
Facts. Yeah, this is such a randomly, I love these guys. If this was the main event tonight, I would have made this the main event at Collision and forced people to stay up to watch it. Don't miss this one, folks.
100%. And that's the last thing you see before Double or Nothing. So holy shit, folks, look at these guys have an awesome match. Make sure you buy the pay-per-view on Saturday. Tune in for the buy-in where, hey, we've got the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Has anyone on this show mentioned Mick Foley yet tonight? Honestly.
No.
Not us. I'm talking about them.
Not to my knowledge, actually. Secret is out. Speedball is
Bigness.
Right? Shit. We spoiler alert. What's up, Tanisha? What's with the shirt? I feel like we're behind, so I'm not sure what shirt we're referring to.
Oh, it was with Ciampa's came out with. It looked like a 90s cartoon threw up on a shirt. Briscoe got big.
This is crazy for the second match of tonight. Briscoe got open with a cheese grater.
And we go to picture-in-picture, and I'm watching youth hockey right now. I'm watching little kids evolve playing hockey as I've got a cheese grater on the other screen.
That's jokes. This is great. Going big.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but I think that is this the rocket ship going up? And eventually, boom goes the dynamite, pun intended.
Well, I mean, in the past in wrestling, we've seen where you if he goes back into hot shotting a lot, it's a good way to fizzle out. Ask Russo. Again, by the way, folks, I love doing this once in a while just to remind everybody. If anyone's watching Vince Russo and the coach talk about anything, I don't give a shit what it is. Don't do that. It's not good for you. They're full of shit. It's awful. It is bad. This guy acts like he didn't burn down multiple places. He's just the world was perfect and nobody understands him. But anyway, I mean, at the end of the day, the hot shotting will catch up to you. You can't keep doing it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, is there a bit of, fake it till you make it, but eventually fake it runs out.
Right? This is grating on me. You know what really grates my gears?
Nick Gage.
Who cares about Mick Foley? That is a good question in 2026. I mean, there's wrestling fans out there that have never seen Mick Foley wrestle.
Mick Foley is beloved. Let's not start trying gangbang on Mick Foley. Mick Foley holds a special place in my heart. And he holds a special place in the Hall of Fame of this stream because we were live when my wife was out there and ended up meeting Mick Foley. I think she called him Mike Foley or Mark Foley while she was working at a Walgreens and everything. Right. And so she's sending me a picture of her meeting Mick Foley as I'm live talking about, I think, a Monday Night Raw at that point.
One of my favorite moments ever. It was so funny of what? Who? What?
Yeah, it's again. So I think a lot of people care about Mick Foley. And Mick Foley, he's a beloved icon in pro wrestling. There's not many people that would have a foul word to say about Mick Foley.
No, I'm not taking anything away from that. And I don't even have an issue with him doing what he's doing. But again, I don't know that, millions of people around the world were like, oh my God, must see TV. Mick Foley is, not what Mick Foley once was. And he's not exactly,
I know, but he's still loved. And I think a lot, I think you're going to see a lot of fans that now, because he's signed or doing anything with AEW, that are going to spin a different narrative on Mick just because.
No, not at all. I mean, that's not.
Oh, you don't think the IWC's already got tweets out about that?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, again, and especially for the reasons why he left the WWE, I know that's going to incite enough people onto itself. You big blue bastard, get out of here. That kind of shit. I get it. I do. Mick Foley is a gem. Bring him in and having him involved is a good thing, as we got a chicken.
Mick Foley is a guy that I think should have been involved in AEW as soon as he could have become available.
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Gushing blood.
I love your idea that you said of this should have been the main event of Collision, and you hype it up the whole way through. You little video package, little video package all through the show. Little Easter eggs, little breadcrumbs.
Absolutely. Then you do a pre-tape with Briscoe in the back, and Briscoe cuts. Like, one thing we don't get enough of anymore is Briscoe promos. Like Briscoe doing those pre-tapes on the farm.
I tell you what, you ain't come out here to the chicken farm. I'm gonna beat the piss tar and leather out you, boy.
And I mean, I love Mark. I mean, both brothers. I mean, they had that promo to a science. You just these are the two guys you want to talk about.
You believe. That's who Mark Briscoe is. That's who Jay Briscoe is.
Now, a couple people are saying in the chat, breaking news, Baron Corbin has returned to the WWE. Several people pointing that out, so we might have some breaking news here. Jason did ask you Mick Foley as GM. I think they need a GM. Mick Foley could be that guy. Good Danielson. With the mic. What? Danielson's still my pick, but Mick Foley could be a guy if Danielson didn't want to. The guy's got experience being a GM.
So I just hit the Baron Corbin on the Google. Ringside News, Baron Corbin believed to be near WWE return after wrapping up obligations. For SE Scoops, former superstar believed to be signed or about to sign with WWE. Major update on Baron Corbin's potential return to WWE from Sports Illustrated from 19 minutes ago. So we may be seeing Happy Corbin, Constable Corbin, Bishop Dyer out there in WWE.
Briscoe's stapling barbed wire to the table, I think. Like, this is where the shit gets Mickey Mouse and it gets boring.
But you're starting at 11. You're starting at a fucking 13 and you have no way to even reach 11 here.
He's like, just lay it on the table. You don't need to staple it down.
Well, and then Ciampa, that's how it sticks.
Dude, see, timeout. And this is, dear MJF, fucking open your fucking ears for a second. Like, this is stupid to me. I'm beating up a person. They are hurt and down. I take out a table. I want to drop them to that table, but there's barbed wire. So I take the time to staple barbed wire. Now he's taking over and Ciampa's doing it. Like, it's dumb. And the crowd goes to a weird murmur. But here's the thing, Nick. If you and I are fighting and I go and I'm so concentrating on stapling that you just walk over and wallop me with a can, I'm an idiot.
He stapled the fucking format to his forehead.
Jesus Christ. Beat this Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I was going to, before we got, Staple Palooza happening, which again, this is the second match of the show, by the way, folks. This is the second match of the show.
We're all going to be
3 hours.
We're going to be napping on stream at 10:30.
But he's got a tacked shin pad. I was gonna say it's very much like, remember on SmackDown where Cody dropped toe hold into the ladder because everyone remembered there was a ladder set up in the corner, because why the fuck would there be a ladder set up in the corner?
Now what is it?
Remember when everybody we were laughing about Cody having to throw Screwdriver.
Now Ciampa's gushing. We got an outright hardcore match, and man's got a fucking paper plane on his head.
I don't hate this match. I just hate where it is because I know there's the cliff. I'm Yosemite Salmon right now. Yee-hee. Yeah.
Just build to it. All you have to do is build to it. And then use it.
Close the show. Close 3 hours with this.
Yes. Do not miss this. Make it the type of match that if people went to bed early, regretted turning the TV off when they did.
Bro, that's the biggest thing. And I hate that I said bro to start that statement.
Bro.
I was about to talk about WCW. I retract that previous statement. Sir, that's the thing that always made you, when you were staying up as a kid watching the Monday Night Wars between WCW and Monday Night Raw, I'm going to admit, it's like the Homer Simpson, but Marge, he hasn't done anything. Right. And I know he's going to do something cool.
Yeah, right. I mean, again, even as a kid, like you said, pre-internet, like I'd pass out during a fucking wrestling show and then go to school the next morning and be asking friends, like, what the fuck happened? How did it end? Right? Because there was no replay. There was no way to look it up.
Screwdriver, think about this. We're having this match and we're about to watch Darby Allin crash out in a half hour at some point tonight.
Look at the blood.
Yo.
I mean, this is epic. I don't hate this.
Did they not have this follow Darby because it would outshine Darby?
This is going to outshine the whole fucking show. So what are we doing? Dude, we started the show with a trios match that led to a brawl and followed it with a anything goes match, which is now that's the first hour.
Folks, if you didn't know the immediate impact of Mick Foley signing with AEW, I think we felt it in the second match at this point because Shumana Haya, Shumana Honda. Oh, I already crashed. Oh, it's going to turn into a... But no, this match has been fantastic. Like, I actually enjoy this match. I just wish it was at a different point in time because I know the end is near.
But the mistake AEW consistently makes, Nick, and I don't think anyone can argue with me, like even in the last match, the crowd that was really excited and noisy get really quiet. Oh my God.
Oh, that I'm at least probably 1,000 miles away from this, and that can hurt me.
Ciampa live, folks.
Yes. For those who didn't see it, of this man like butterfly twisted through
Froggy Bow.
1, 2.
It's over.
Folks, Collision, Dynamite, it's all done. Thank you. Have a good night. Make sure you tune in tomorrow or Saturday for Double or Nothing, because what's going to top that at this point, my guy? Why do that to close out the first hour?
Let's see.
Swerve, there ain't nothing else.
Swerve comes back tonight. That's pretty big, but I don't know.
You have nothing. You have nothing with all of your force.
You mean the Double D 5-minute challenge doesn't do it?
Hey, you want to fucking destroy a women's tag team division and make it all feel like a bunch of jobbers in 5 seconds? That's how you do it.
What about this one? What about this ditty of a match?
No ditties. No
ditties.
But I'm glad, I get Athena on a Dynamite. I wish she'd stay there.
Why here? You know what I would love?
Is Athena just so good that we understand why she has, the fucking Roman Reigns, the Bruno Sammartino, the Bruno Mars title reign, but also, though, that she's so good that Ring of Honor can't afford to lose her. So that's why she stays down there. She should be out here with Tekla and the women's division and all of that.
Who cares if they lose her from Ring of fucking Honor? Nobody's watching it. So fuck it.
Tony cares. Tony cares.
I don't think he does. Athena, could you imagine a woman being NXT champion as long as Athena has been champion in Ring of Honor without getting that call up? People are raging about why hasn't Zarya been called up yet? Or, what took so long on Blake? Like the demand, like the different standards. Athena being under WWE contract and being used the way she is right now, people would be losing their fucking mind. But because it's AEW,
I'm not one of those that, is out there crashing out of sorry needs to get called up. I'm
No,
very
you know
much.
what I mean?
Well, I know, but to me, so are we setting up Athena versus Thunder Rosa, who should also be seen more? Like, this is a lot of talent. I feel like I should see more, but this feels like, hey, we're having more than one women's match. So here you go.
Yeah, so there you go. You're going to get, you complain that you get 2 women a week. Now you're going to get 12. So eat it. But yeah, it is a 8-woman match tonight. It looks like that shall be. So that's not going to beat Ciampa, we don't think.
That's
this
not.
kitty? No.
Stop calling things titties. That's how you get in court.
Listen, it's not my fault he ruined the fucking word.
Who was using the word besides him until after the word?
But, you don't like a good old, here we go. All right, back to it.
This should have happened a while ago, and I know Kyle O'Reilly got injured, what have you, and I still always hate the eliminator concept, but this feels so... I still have no idea if Jon Moxley is a heel, a babyface, because this, in Jon Moxley's mind, is babyface v babyface.
Right.
But in most people's eyes, this was at one point heel versus babyface. So this just is a moment out of time. It's a lot of AEW misses on shit too late.
Yeah, I mean, I know injuries are a factor for sure. I don't love.
But then
I'm just not that excited.
On. You need to learn them. Just move the fuck
Let
on.
go. Let it go. Yeah. Tony Schiavone.
If you cut it off there, you can come back.
Yeah. So we got Tony Schiavone talking about the Owen Hart. Oh, he's being interrupted. Nana with a heel and okay, telling Tony to shut his mouth. Negative Nana here.
No. Well, this is the most I've heard Nana speak in years.
Do you think they had an opportunity with Swerve being out that you could have had him pop back up and actually MJF's in a match or someone's involved and really get a surprise pop upon him kind of popping back up instead of saying, oh, he's mad at Bandito and we don't know why?
He's mad at Bandito, and then he throws out there of I wish I was on TV, and then, hey guys, no, I meant that they were keeping me back because I'm so dangerous. That's why I'm not on TV. How about you just maybe kind of did all that shutting the fuck up for a minute and just showed us how you're dangerous?
Right. Well, here comes Swerve. I'll be right back. I'm going to swerve myself.
You're going to swerve when you drive, which you can pause, and I'm going to talk to the chat with this I saw Swerve throw out there that he can't use his old theme, so could that be, an issue with the producer? Oh, get jumped by Bandito. I think this is going to be a great match, but can we already predict how this tournament's going to go? I think ultimately we know the true winner of this is
another jumping. Another jump for the record. Another
jumping Jehoshaphat. I didn't even take that into consideration. Well, what constitutes a jumping? But Bandito here. But I think 100% up over. I think Ospreay's winning the tournament. I think your final is going to be Ospreay versus Swerve because that's going to be a fucking fantastic match. Again, if you're somebody like a Maxwell or anything, and you want to argue about how AEW has the best roster, there's a way you could debate yourself around that as nanas, but there's a way you could bring yourself around that. Christ, we did our fantasy draft, and I drafted AEW's roster and won the vote for the best, fantasy roster of. You have the talent, but it's more of, all right, so you are admitting you have it. You just are a failure to execute, I feel at this point. I don't buy into this whole AEW's on this incredible heater because even most of their fans wouldn't tell you that. I think it's kind of lost a little bit of a direction, and I'm hoping it can kind of course correct here. Ooh, cop killer. Oh, we're fighting as shit to get this. Okay, that looked awkward as shit from the overhead shot. Who said that, Jose? Boston. If Swerve can't use his old theme song because of copyright issues and that stupid and poor managed by him, TK, that song was made. Absolutely. Yeah, no, Christ, now I'm gonna sound like a bad wrestling fan because I can't remember who was the mustard, who was the drop on top rope, big pressure apply, because that might be where there's kind of the hold up is they tried to do the Sabu and it ended awkwardly. So God, you had everybody dead to rights and just didn't really pay much of anything off, and then it ended more awkward than anything. Like, it progressively got worse with that segment. I'm again, honestly, Swerve versus Bandito, this is the issue to me a little bit at times with AEW. I love the matches they're putting together. Trust me, like I said earlier, Takeshita Okada, I've been wanting it for months on end. Give me Swerve versus Bandito. Give me Swerve versus Rush even. Give me Swerve versus Bandito. I don't exactly like the way that we're getting to it. Like Samoa Joe versus Ospreay. Claudio versus Brody King. I wish I had a little bit more of a sell, like a video package even. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking like, oh, I don't follow the wrestling. I would like a little bit more pomp, a little bit more presentation, a little bit more. They feel important instead of you should know how fucking cool they are. Hey, Willow. I love you, Willow. Hey, she got a new piercing out there. That's unique right? Like up in here. Y'all gonna see me pierce no. But I think Willow's somebody that they very much. I get that she's TBS champion, and I love it. I wish they really kind of got behind her. Because I think she's one of those that I think they just accidentally struck gold with. Like, she's such a unique personality that works perfectly under them. And they need to find those and just run them up the fucking flagpole. Yum, yes. Where I need to find the buttons. Willow absolutely deserves a fucking yum.
Yum yums. Yum yums.
Double yum yums for Willow out there. Hey, she's talking about being AW. That's the thing, is I'm going to be more excited and probably have a bigger reaction when Willow ends up becoming world champion than when Darby became world champion. And it's not even just because he won it over MJF. It's probably a big part because he won it over MJF. But I want them to push Willow to the goddamn moon. I want, thank you, sir. Officer Doofy reporting for duty. It rhymes with smortion. No, what? You're going to have MDB running around telling people Swerve changed his music due to copyright. As a fact, now, that's what I've heard of. Swerve himself said in an interview. And Swerve had opinions even about Oba Family's push and everything. I think he had a falling out. And that became where they kind of moved. Oh, so Willow's just dropping a TBS title. Is she?
Willow is out.
What? Who's a what now?
Willow is dropping.
Why did I was praising this woman? I was loving this woman during this whole time. Why are you going to take this away from me? Yeah. Why, Tony? Why do you need to take good things away from me?
It's now a wild card spot.
I love this woman. I was praising her. I thought she could win it. She was talking about being women's world champion and everything. I got very scared when she sits there and drops the world title or the TBS title and everything. Why did you pull this away from me, Tony Khan? Well, what is happening to their women's division? What Tony Storm just mysteriously disappears. Mina Shikawa hasn't been on the case for months. And now Willow just, I've got to go away for some time. I respect your right to privacy and everything. I'm sad. I'm sad as a wrestling fan. As John Moxley coming out right now. Oh, I'm going to be double big sad now. But so we're getting Moxley versus. Oh, we're getting Moxley versus O'Reilly in the title eliminator, which should have just been an actual match before for the title. Like, and again, Kyle's a babyface. Moxley's pretending to be a babyface. So who am I supposed to hate here? Moxley's the one that's saying sweet nothings into Ospreay's ears. So it's going to be a good match, but it's a good match, but it doesn't carry anything beyond just it's a good match. Excuse me. Alan, what do you think about Nikki Blackheart signing with WWE? I think it's interesting. I think she already had her dark match. I think she's going to be going by Nikki Martinez. Don't hold me to that. And credit to her if she kind of took the world by storm. If she just showed up in 2024, I think Gangrel trained her and showed up in 2024, and then they already signed with WWE and over and actually having dark matches. Like, good on her. Gang recognized game a little bit with that. Jose, what up? Z-Man Scar, tough break for Willow. Wish her a speedy recovery. Can anyone tell me what she said she's afflicted by, what she came down with, or anything? I was out there. I feel so out of pocket now because I was sitting there like praising this woman and she drops the belt. I'm like, oh. I think you're starting to understand what KJ goes through every Wednesday. Sympathy pains. It's like when, your friend gets pregnant, pause, and all that. Oh, shoulder. Well, if you're feeling like a pimp, then go and burst your shoulder off. But no, sympathy pains. I've had the same questions. I'm not just always here vocalizing it. I got who cares for the win. As Kyle's got part of the Trios Championship in a backpack, the conglomeration. Hey, did you remember the 90s movies? How all the weird kids hung out together? Hey, well, there's still a faction in 2026. We can start the rumors right now of I hate factions because I could give a fuck about the Death Riders or conglomeration. I want them both to fucking end. But I think does John Moxley still win this match because John Moxley of what do you do? Like, if Kyle wins this match, do you add it to the pre-show of Double or Nothing or yeah? Yeah, where do you do the rematch on a Dynamite? Do you do it later tonight on Collision? I think John just has this belt in perpetuity. I wonder, does anyone in the chat actually think that at some point WWE should have done it, did it, undid it, but AEW is what I was trying to say. Consolidates their mid-card titles of your Continental, your International, and your TNT all kind of revert back to one. Maybe depending on where they end up on TV, but do they all consolidate? Do they have a consolation? Back that pack, see money pot. Do you hate factions or fractions? Both. I sucked at math and speaking of consultations,
breaking news: Nick does not like Fraxium.
What?
Nick does not like Fraxium.
No, I like Fraxium. I just don't like fractions.
No fractions.
There ain't no fractions in the champagne room. As I guess KJ just took himself back out of that. Restaurants, Corey, that's across the board for any wrestling promotion. Though some outcomes we already know feel needed, any sane human think Fatu was going to beat Roman or Finn would beat Punk. Valid. But now do you think that Fatu could beat Roman?
But it's
today.
I think so. But I think it's, and I saw a comment similar, Boston, sorry if we didn't click on it, but kind of about the same idea. And I think it's like sports, though. Like when you go into the first place team's building, you're the underdog. You're like, everyone's expecting the favorite to take the dub. Now, could they lose? Yes. The key is making us think maybe there's a chance. Now, certain matchups like a Finn, we were pretty confident it wasn't going to happen. I think with Jacob, we're actually, if it wasn't Roman because of his stature, they got us at least feeling like Jacob could be the guy or a guy that beats Roman.
Every now and then you can get like an Appalachian State beats a Michigan kind of a team out of fucking nowhere beats a perennial team. Darby beats an MJF. But it doesn't happen in a squash. It doesn't happen like they blow them the fucking doors off them or anything.
Yeah.
I think that you can do the surprises, but you can't beat us over the head with them. You can do the underdog story, but they have to have some caveat and some weight around them.
Yes. Now, I don't know this for sure, but was announced Willow will be relinquishing her title and not participating in the Owen Classic due to a shoulder injury. I really am afraid of what Damien wrote here because I think this is the closest to possible as Mercedes returns, wins the whole damn tournament, and goes after Thekla.
At the same damn time. Well, she's dropped all the belts. Of credit to her. She's dropped all of them bitches out there. I'm more sad for Willow because I was literally praising this woman, and then you broke my heart live on the stream of she's relinquishing the title.
Yeah.
Why? Like it's just she's been one of those that. Again, like we talked about with the men, Willow's somebody that AEW should hitch their fucking wagon to and should be all up in, oh my God, of a company like a Nestle or whatever, marketing company, loving Willow, sitting there being a bubbly personality as their fucking spokesperson. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. But Kyle O'Reilly's firing up on John Moxley in the corner. It looks like two drunken guys having a 4th of July fight. My first thought when I saw this was exactly what AR1 said. Now, if somebody can show me like this is where Willow got hurt, I'll take your word for it. But I wonder if this is like if Mercedes fills that spot, then it's going to look like they asked Willow to take a seat.
Yeah, but no, because to me that's bullshit because you already have so many people in that tournament that are even in your company that you could have just thrown in a fucking wild card and nobody would have noticed. And anything, that would have been when people were talking about it.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Like if she's not legit hurt, there's no reason you couldn't have thrown a wild card in there otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why the TBS title thing kind of changes that dynamic for me for sure, because she wouldn't have to relinquish that, right? Like you could kind of find a way. Okay, she's not in the tournament because so and so beat her up last week, but she's still TBS champ and she'll be back.
Yeah, the doing the both means like it might be a go away, but speaking of go aways,
going away,
go away anywhere near as long as she did.
Right, as right now we are just getting the usual bullshit, boring Moxley spot. Back and forth, and then he goes with the punch to the gut, and O'Reilly is broken. Moxley punched him with the worst punch I've ever seen, the grandfather punch of grandfather punches, and O'Reilly is done. He is writhing. The crowd's booing. Why is the ref not ending it then? Why do you get a pause? You don't get a break in wrestling. So if I punch you in the rib and you lay down and it hurts, the ref can tell me to stop because I got to check on him. But if I hit you with a suplex and drop you on your head, I can get up and keep what? Like why? And look at this shit. Look how bad this is.
Darby got to stop because he passed out mid-match.
No, we're still fighting. And Moxley is just laying waste to Kyle O'Reilly with just horrible punches. Again, MJF said we're the best wrestle, and John Moxley tests that theory every fucking week. We get John Moxley shoved down our throat, and he can't wrestle. As now he's wobbling on the outside, but O'Reilly, the punch to the stomach, the Iron Fist John Moxley, big boot. This is shit. There you go. I like it, Damian. Elijah Holyfield's going to be a big deal. And I chose those words on purpose. A faction of the faction Fraxium. No factions or anything of the such. What does this mean? So it looks like it's going to be up for grabs. So do we do another tournament? Do we do a battle royal? What do we do? It's a good question. So sure, it takes away from the match a little, but it doesn't mean it won't be fun or good, Yeah, I think I'm not positive on the context rants, but I mean that's kind of the fun dichotomy, and the reason why I think some fans out there, fans like myself, that still tune in every week to Dynamite and hope it's going to be okay, is amongst like the kind of the flaws. There is this chaos and this car wreck mentality. And it does have a completely different vibe than what we get on Mondays and Fridays and even Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, yeah, I think ultimately there is a fun element to it. I think the frustration is some of the shit that's just nonsensical and hoping and imagining that it would be better than it has been. We are in picture-in-picture. O'Reilly down, folks. Remember, get in that chat. Let's blow this one up. We're back tomorrow for TNA. And then Friday, SmackDown. Go-home show for Saturday Night Main Event. We're here on Saturday. We're here on Sunday. Lots going on. We're here next Saturday. We're here next Sunday. Again, don't miss out. Ronda, yeah, now see, a few people have brought up Ronda. Ronda would do it for the money. Ronda sucks, though. Ronda sucks. Like, Ronda is the female John Moxley. So Ronda being in this company for a run seems impossible. And as far as I know, she's going back to the goat farm and, doing her thing. Poor Willow. What did Evan say? Ronda is a wild card. I don't know. I hope not. I mean, again, you want to see me mad. I don't know. That's the question I have, Rance. Now, maybe there is, and something I'm just overlooking, or something happened on Collision, or something happened at an indie show. I had not. I have not heard anything. Not punches, love taps. Those are horrific. Like, awful. Liver shot is a real thing. If you get it over, it could be a cool finisher. But I don't know about this. Yeah, it would be a cool thing if it didn't look like shit to start with. Right? Like, I get it. Nobody wants to get punched in the liver, or any organ for that matter. We're the best wrestle with logic. Facts. There's wrestling with sensibility, folks. This match sucks, but maybe it's because the Briscoes match was, that is an interesting part. We talked about it. You open the show tonight with a 6-man tag, then a brawl. Then the next segment is anything goes match. Even Swerve jumps Bandito. There's been, that is kind of the MO for TK's go-home shows. Just take all the people that are going to wrestle on the weekend and throw them together in a bunch of stuff. Let them fight, and then that gets everyone, they're going to fight more. But you got to be careful with that. Yeah, what are these punches? Yeah, it's killing me, Philip. It's killing me. Yeah, facts, 100%. We're back from picture in picture, so I feel like I'm catching up. Thank you, Rance. Figured you would, my guy. Ronda ain't moving any needles. Again, she's click worthy. I hate her, but the one thing is she's not going to help the overall the quality of the show. If you have Ronda go in and, she was mad. The idea that Ronda was insulted, that she had to lose a match to Liv Morgan. All right. Now you're going to fight Sky Blue. Now you're going to fight Anna Jay. Like, you think Liv Morgan was a bad choice? Really? Okay. You're going to lose to Mina Shirakawa. The only way you bring Ronda in is if you let her run the fucking table. It's a Moxley match. All Moxley matches. Slow, boring, too long. He thinks he's a badass. He's not. He thinks he's Clubber Lang. He's not. He thinks he's good at this. He's not. Nikki Black. Oh, Nikki Martinez. Again, hashtag scouting. We've been, high on Nikki Blackheart for a while. So Nikki Martinez, we're looking forward to it. Let's go. WWE and TKO called out for one-sided talent contracts amid pay cut controversy. I mean, okay. Nothing new. Anna Jay is back in the women's tag team division. Yeah, kind of, I guess. O'Reilly off the apron. Both guys kick each other, and this match continues to suck. And double clothesline, both men on the floor. Both men down on the outside. They dropped the ball on Liv Morgan. Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. Come on now. Eye pokes are illegal in WWE in wrestling, but Kyle O'Reilly did it for like 20 seconds right in front of the ref. Again, rules matter. The ref plays a role in a match. Anybody will tell you wrestling 101. There's 3 people in the ring, or you know what I mean? Like the 2 opponents and a ref. That's how it always is. Speaking of opponents, ref.
Well, or at least we'll got 2. We've got the third with the chat out there for 3 people in the ring.
That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, well, AEW has a good habit of their refs becoming more integral and more important to a match than anyone should ever intend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, 100%. No joke. I paid 0 attention to this match. Tony Khan is an absolute worst at this match placement. This match coming now after all the first hour, to its credit, Nick, flew by. This match is fucking paint drying, grass growing, fucking snails running. It is not good.
Because you hit the nail on the head when you said that match that we had between Tommaso Ciampa and Mark Briscoe should have closed out, and you do everything to build into that, because everything now is at best second place to that match.
So we go from the biting to the back scratches, and again, like
back scratch fever.
Ooh, 15 minutes have gone by, dude. 15-minute match, and it's been slow. It's been boring.
Methodical.
Everything. Everything.
You just don't understand. Don't you bully me for liking AEW, but you just don't understand.
I don't get it. I don't see the art in it. I don't see the beauty in it.
It's obtuse art of, you just got to crank your head and just look at it. And it makes sense.
They were supposed to do the rebound clothesline, and they both do that move. True. Let's go. Question. Here we go. Starting a wrestling company and trying to steal talent away from multiple companies. What? Hold tight. We kind of did a draft like that, but we've always been playing with that. Yeah,
but I did see this question going around. Maybe if we get a commercial break, we can talk about that.
Right. This reminds me of 2 drunk uncles fighting. I said that. I said the same thing, Nair. That is crazy. Yeah, 100%.
I like Arizio out here. Take a quick nap and woke up with this match still on.
Yeah, it's not just a nightmare, folks. It's really fucking happening again. And the crowd is dead. Everyone out there, oh, Moxley's killing it. Moxley's carrying this company. The crowd is dead.
Moxley gets by on who he works with.
I guess. He pulls down.
Well, no, when he worked with Darby, people cheered for Darby. When he worked with Hangman, people cheered for Hangman.
Like he just choked him. He just laid on him and choked him like a prison scene from Oz. And then now we're back to, we're just going to go outside and do this. This is awkward, slow. He's slobbering on his back. Like, it's shit. It is
John
shit.
Moxley's a big fan of Orange is the New Black.
And you know what? I'm going to change my mind. Maxwell Jacob Friedman might be correct, Nick. This might be where the best wrestle. It's also where the worst wrestle. You need to find a middle ground, bro.
But that's why I said earlier, I said, is the worst of AEW worse than the worst of WWE?
I think so. Yes. Like this match, again, like this match would not be a thing in WWE. And if this was on WWE TV, the fans would shit all over it.
But is this worse than, Otis with the fucking, DoorDash fucking mascot and everything?
That's not the same. That's like a backstage segment.
If they had a match,
is this match worse than a backstage segment? No, because DoorDash brought something yummy, and this is fucking putrid. It makes me want to throw up.
They at least delivered. They might not be always the most reliable and hashtag not sponsored, but they at least deliver.
So O'Reilly's got a bit of the arm triangle here, but Moxley fighting out with his fierce liver punches. I'd rather eat some lead paint than watch this fucking match. Right? Now,
what else do we want to talk about besides this match?
Look at all the people in the chat right now saying, I'm bored, I'm not having fun, I don't like this.
But see, this is why I find it hilarious and why we are the WFU compared to the IWC. Because I bet you right now I could open Twitter and I'm going to have, so-and-so recommended fucking tweets of, oh my God, AW wins again. John Moxley just having an 11 stars. Oh my God, it's going to 2,000. Like, that just constantly sit there and say they have the best roster. They have the best booking. They just keep winning. They can't help themselves. They win too much.
You're like the best team in the local league. And that's it. You're not the same. You might be the best, in your division. Great. Look, you're the liver punch again. And we're this close to a time limit draw. Moxley spamming finishers as usual.
But O'Reilly into an ankle lock. Moxley doesn't lose. We get to a draw.
But why? So are we building this back up? They're going to add this.
Yes, we're going to do it again. We're going to run this back.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ankle lock. And Scott out here becoming a member for 33 months out there. Oh,
yes, Scotty.
Yes, Scott. Hi, guys. Going to SummerSlam. Shanna, well, it's out there in Minnesota.
Scott says great match. I'm struggling, Scotty. They're going
to hang on.
Ding.
The clock's going to run out before Moxley taps out. The clock's going to run out, and then he's going to tap out because this is how you do it.
Such a fucking badass. This looks so shit.
And then he's going to fucking
tap. This looks so shit. Yeah, he didn't tap. And the crowd's booing. The crowd's booing because he's a fucking garbage.
He's the baby face in this situation. Allegedly.
No, well, no, I guess the guy's doing the Friends routine, but here you go. O'Reilly's going to demand something. He's got a mic. O'Reilly's got a mic. 1 minute remaining. Oh, boy.
You barely survived, so give me 5 more minutes. Nope.
O'Reilly and 5.
When I get my rematch, I'm gonna finish you. Bitch, tell him saying give me 5 more minutes. I had you by a fucking inch there.
So if you get a time limit draw, you get a rematch for the belt? Like you failed to pin the champion.
What are the laws on these eliminator matches? If you win, lose, or draw, is it like the John Cena Classic? You can vote to Kyle O'Reilly should be your champion.
That match sucks so bad. Sucked so bad. And now, like I said, he didn't win, but he's going to get a title shot. It used to be.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, I was just going to say it's even one of those of. it's not just us saying it, the whole chat saying it too, of like,
Yeah.
well, we're just the advocate, we're the mouthpiece for the chat saying the exact same thing.
Right. I got Sheeta and Statlander with Renee, and Sheeta's again. We're kind of getting the heelish Sheeta again. And is Stat a heel again?
I don't know, but I love Shakita out here.
I guess.
She's at least got some bit of a personality. There's at least something to be invested in, something literally and figuratively to be behind.
Oh, Stat grabs her by the throat. All right. Time's up. This is a draw. Ridiculous. It's just so gratuitous when it comes with Moxley, because it was his fucking idea. Horrible fucking match. This is so badass. That is one of the worst matches of 2026. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear shit about that's a clinic. That was boring. It put the crowd to sleep. The crowd, shit. They're going to run it back. It's fucking awful. Moxley can't wrestle. He can't even punch. His punches look like garbage, Nick.
Well, I love this of Almighty saying, I legit fell asleep waiting for you guys to respond to my New Japan comment and miss your response. This match was so boring. It is just, and it's even done a disservice because of what preceded it. I don't think it would be under this criticism and scrutiny as bad if it wasn't just preceded by a fantastic match. Like this now closes out your hour with Jon Moxley, and he's the guy that's your voice of reason for Will Ospreay, who's about to be your top babyface, and he's struggle bussing. He's struggle bussing with Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, it's like, Jose said it best, and this is why a lot of times when you're in a kind of an angle, you won't put them in random matches unless, like, if Ospreay had come out and got involved somehow, like that's why you would book a match like this. So maybe Kyle O'Reilly should be training Will Ospreay. Maybe Mox is not that good. What the fuck are we doing? Like, do we not even think big picture, or do we just shove shit in any fucking spot we can fit it in?
Pause. Second option. But yeah, it's very much. I didn't know Will Ospreay was playing the fair young maiden in a West Side Story out here between him and the Ops and the Death Riders.
Sorry, was the last part?
I was saying about Ospreay with the West Side Story in the middle of the Ops and the Death Riders.
Well, but here's the thing. Moxley's in a beef with the conglomeration in the Death Riders. Will Ospreay is in a situation with the fucking who'd you just say?
The Ops.
Ops, fucking forgetting all these factions. So Ospreay, instead of all being mad at the conglomeration, then, like you said, we had the dogs running in and out. What happened? What happened with that? Nothing really. Which I think the dogs were probably the best opponent for the Death Riders. It's just everyone's no one's unified in their approach. This match actually hurts the Will Ospreay storyline, and they don't see it. People won't get that.
I hate that I have to have a fucking map. I have to print out MapQuest for anyone that actually remembers that being a thing. To sit there and try and figure out who's fighting who, who hates who, and who's involved with who.
Right. Since when does losing a match earn you a title shot? I always understood it, going back as long as I can remember, Michael, that you had to beat the champ to get that title shot. Pre-eliminators, but the
eliminators are even worse because you got to beat the champ to then beat the champ, which is
but tonight he didn't beat the champ and still got the title shot.
Drew with him. He drawed.
Drewing is enough, and I know what I said. But Roosh, you get the horns. Horns. Who's getting the horns? Here's my question, Roosh. Who are you mad at? Who's getting the horns?
If they were actually trying to do somewhat of a semi-push with Roosh, it would be actually pretty solid of have that be a fucking slogan. Push him as a babyface. But I think they're trying to make him a heel.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Here comes Athena. We're at 9:30, so The women, we always say, get their match between 9 and 9:30. We're right on spot.
So this probably will close out Dynamite.
This can't go for
will...
30 minutes, bro. This can't go 30 strong.
Well, still, what we have left, well, it's an 8-woman tag. We still have FTR. This is a conglomeration for the tag belts. We still have Shibata versus Ospreay. So Shibata versus Ospreay is either going to main event tonight or be on Collision.
Like, what are we doing? Did we not think this through?
The world tag title, the women's world tag titles is going to be on Collision for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Why wouldn't it be? The 5-minute double D challenge. Let's go. I'll take that.
How do I enter this raffle?
Yeah, right? Even if I don't survive the 5 minutes, I still feel like I won.
Exactly.
As Athena's on Collision. No.
Yeah, no, I've got the Toxic Triangle out here.
Right. Thunder Rosa. Let's go.
Who, again, we kind of thought we'd see a bit more. And then she kind of showed up and then she disappeared for a bit.
Well, she's just here to take an L in the Owen.
Yeah. Well,
is
she one that's going to be gone sooner rather than later?
Maybe.
Does AEW ever actually, especially with this merger, have to go through cuts? Through a roster slimming?
We've seen a lot of other things cut. It's almost like someone said to Tony, you got to cut your budget. And he was like, cutting everything but the wrestlers.
Hey, I know Triller owes us like $5 million. Let's see if we can get that money back right now. We need fucking money on the books.
Yum yums.
Oh yeah,
all the yum yums.
Collection of yum yums. This is United Nations out here. We got Mexico, Japan, England, all represented.
Let's go. Dumps like a truck.
Guys, like what? I'm not going to finish that.
Fatal influence over the Triangle of Madness. Yes, as a unit, but Thekla is winning my heart. Like, Thekla's killing it.
The only thing I respectfully dislike about Thekla is she feels like she's kind of gone into, does AEW have to have their women have a catchphrase? I hated with, Toni Storm always felt like she had a catchphrase. Now Tekla's out there, you dumb bitch. Like, that's not a sponsor or a censorship, a TV-friendly catchphrase, but she says it in every promo. Like,
yeah, but I think I think wrestling in general is known for catchphrases.
Yeah, but you could do something that could actually be, quotable. I don't have to worry about, are we going to get a ding or have to cut out that 5 minutes?
She says
of the
bitch.
screen? What?
Because she says bitch?
Yes. I mean, is that a TV friendly? Is that family friendly?
Nah, it's bitch. It's all right. It's not that bad.
I just hate that it's said every week.
But that's a catch. I mean,
yeah, but it doesn't fit it. It's getting to the Cody,
I like that she calls everyone dumb bitches.
Easy to find, hard to beat kind of vibe.
Well, but no, I don't think so. I like that she consistently calls everyone dumb bitches. Like, I think it's kind of, it makes me chuckle.
Fair.
Yum yums.
Like all these dumb bitches. And I like when she like triples down on it. Wrestlers everywhere have catchphrases. That's what I thought.
Everyone, because I question one catchphrase. I had catchphrases, things Nick hates.
No,
I not ask about anything.
I don't think
That's
anyone
said to understand.
Did anyone say things? Are you reading ahead? You made the list.
Catchphrases. You made the list. Add catchphrases to the things Nick hates.
Like, what the fuck?
Yes, I did read ahead. See, I'm an educated person. I read ahead in the fucking
What I say
page.
fuck me for?
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb bitches. I like the dumb bitches.
I can't say this because I'm going to sound like a hypocrite. I catchphrases in wrestling as I am catchphrases in wrestling.
Like, but you're like the catchphrase king of YouTube.
Exactly,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I
it's the
can't say
best
what I'm
part.
saying. Sound like a hypocrite.
Yeah, all the
I'm gonna just
catchphrases.
walk off this pedestal right now and pretend nobody noticed. We gonna move along.
Okada says bitch all the time.
Yeah, but again, we had an issue with that.
It was honestly one of the best things he's done in AEW at all.
It's the only thing he's done in AEW.
Pretty much. Sky Blue or Thunder Rosa.
Is this going to be a series now of Nick hates everything? Nick against the world.
Nick, legit, almost every wrestler has everyone just gangbanging on. Like, what do you mean?
That's why, like I said, I'm gonna walk off the stage right now.
I'm just reading the chat. We're catching up.
You question women in AEW catchphrases as a no. I'm sick of the dumb bitch. I'll put it that way. Pause. That sounds terrible to say. I'm not doing myself any favors in this argument. I'm trying to walk off stage, and the spotlight keeps following me, and I don't know how I feel. I'm trying to leave.
Sideshow Bob vibes there for a second. Just want Ultimate Shadow. Showdown, not Shadow. Thekla and Masha. I know, great match.
Now I hate children.
I think Boston said you're not a big fan of the ladies at one point?
Nick, when did you versus Nikita Lyons? Holy fuck! Oh my god!
The Nick's just like, what?
I hate life. Did I have to sacrifice all of this for the dark state to become the light state?
Right.
They have found the way of no more sugar. They powerbombed this man into a pile of sugar. As his name is Sugar.
Right. He out, he out. They're not feeling the sugar, so not too neighborly. And I'm pumped. I think Saquon's got something. He's got a vibe to him that works. And I like Dark State. Instead of kind of holding Saquon back, this is going to be interesting. Him and Dion should be a good rivalry.
Oh, 100%. I like, again, this is, now everybody's going to say, see, Nick hates factions again. The second I got behind Dark State is when they start breaking up and everything. And now we're proving my theory of sugar as a...
That didn't prove your theory. That's not fair. That doesn't prove your theory.
I didn't say it did. I said they would say it.
No, who's saying it?
I don't know. Most of them are saying how, this and that at this point. I'm not exactly over with the fans right now.
We need Stardom, Seiya, to come to AEW. Are you guys familiar? If not, check out Wrestle Kingdom. I don't see a whole lot of Stardom, so...
Almighty Pop, I'd say more Watanabe and some stuff like that. I think there's some other people that would come from Stardom. And my big question is, what the fuck happened to Marigold? They kind of just were there and went away.
Yeah, I haven't heard them brought up at all in weeks, months.
Nick is bound and determined to die atop of the fraction and catchphrase. I'm not trying to. I'm just getting crucified out here with all of this.
You're like, why did she say it every week? What?
Exactly. But I even said I'm going to sound like a hypocrite the second I say this.
Whoa, big tumble in the corner.
Who should be on my regular TV screens?
I honestly think that's a fair thing. And then for the chat out there, I said it earlier, but could you imagine someone spending over 500 days in NXT, holding the world title, and not getting a call up? How that would feel on the internet? Like, I'm not wrong about that. Like, we are looking past how buried
Femi's just the champion NXT for thousands.
For like 3 years.
And I do mean thousands of days.
Right,
and then you're like, why don't they fucking use this guy on the main roster? Well, he's going to be there, but he's in an 8-man tag match, and he might get involved in the finish. And then he's going back to NXT for another 1,000-day reign. What?
Right? Yeah, at what point you're like, maybe we should use this woman. And the only time they
Athena
brought
should be the wild card.
but
Fuck a Mercedes.
yeah, well, she's already in it. That's the other part. Is she actually going to win it? Because
Oh,
if
yeah,
not,
shit.
how many asterisks does Athena get in her title run though? Because she's lost matches that just weren't title matches.
Right.
That's a crazy thing.
Oh. Thunder with the pants off. Pause.
Boss, I can't click on all your comments. You're going to cause trouble. It's damn shame, or better yet, an effing crime that we can only see Athena around tournament time. Yeah, and then she, like, she didn't win the tag tournament. I don't believe. She took the L in. She took the L in the previous Owen. So what are we doing?
I also just find it hilarious. Of like, well, just pay the $9.99 to watch her on Ring of Honor. It's like, no, well, how about you take your fucking talent and put her on your TV to where everyone's asking her to be so I can watch her regularly? What are you saying?
All the
Just
women are down, by the way.
For the indie band.
There's like a peach party in the ring at the moment.
Oh, all the yums. But I do see this from Almighty, and don't make a fool out of me. Before the stream-mans and I forget, I just want to say thanks. Just found your channel today, and you guys have made my watch much more enjoyable, and I appreciate the open conversation. God bless you.
Thank you. Welcome. Be a part of the family, and we do this for all the shows. The wrestling might suck. We never do. And speaking of, Athena's got Mina. Mina's got Athena. Athena sold the shit out of that DDT.
She like handspring and then fucking fish flop.
Thunder has a cute look tonight. I'm sure she appreciates it. Deadpool, welcome. Athena and Thekla, my two wives. There you go. Deadpool trying to claim more than one.
Jason Jordan.
Sky Blue. All types of cheeky here tonight. Oh,
remember when again Julia Hart was over like Rover? Remember when Sky Blue was over like Rover?
Yeah.
And now
what did they do?
Barely remember that they're even in a tag team with Tekla.
That's the thing. We've seen so many missed.
Oh, she hot too.
Yeah. Did she just spit or was there missed? Either way, Tekla gets the win.
She hot. There's no mist because you don't see the fucking
no spray
splatter. All the black mist you see it around the belt, but still, there you didn't look white. It looked like she's just sitting there hot like a fucking camel.
So at Double or Nothing, it'll be a fatal 4-way between Sheeta, Stat, who's Stat and all that. We'll get involved in a moment. Hater. I mean, they put the Brawling Birds together and they keep booking them in singles matches. The fuck are we doing that for?
I love how AEW's like, let's get our tag team division over. So we'll book our top tag teams as single competitors, and we'll book our tag team champions in squash match speed tournaments.
Right. But yeah,
you failed on 4 fronts with that.
Oh, so I didn't know this. Mina versus Athena is going to be on Double or Nothing.
What?
Mina versus Athena, a first round Owen match, which should be a TV match. It will be at Double or Nothing. It's been added to Double or Nothing.
Oh. Save your TV matches, Tony.
Right.
But don't bring your guns to town, boy. Don't bring your guns to town.
We're getting our weekly Kevin Knight speedball pep talk. So we're up to 8 matches for Double or Nothing. It's not bad.
Oh, I think we might be before that. Because I saw 8 before we were live.
I got Darby.
Oh, no, so we said 8, so they've played within what they've played. Well, no, because Wikipedia hasn't updated for the 0 hours. Up next. So to close out your hours. So what is Collision? Collision, when you know you're going to have a 3-hour show, you sit there and have, yes, I did the fucking white girl clap, ghetto shit, that you know you're going to have a 3-hour show and you're going to give everything cool that you could have had in the first 2 hours and say, hey, folks, stick around for what might be next.
Yeah, I mean, we got well again. How do you feel? Instead of like this is where Will Ospreay is going to be in Collision tonight, so or on Collision tonight. Instead of a 20-minute Moxley match, maybe we focus on the guy we're trying to rebuild. But now we'll put him in the third hour.
Which would be more interesting if down the road you get Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know why I keep saying Kyle Fletcher. Maybe because he's more talented, but I digress. You have John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly, and that's on a Collision, while you have Ospreay really kind of show, I guess, the tutelage that has come under John Moxley. And then, hey, guess what? John Moxley can show his tutelage all he wants on Saturday or Wednesday at 10.
Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did we get any vignette or any Death Rider Will Ospreay stuff this week?
Nope.
Okay, so what? They're each in separate feuds with other factions and not even hanging out together. What?
It's been bad, and we just saw we saw the car that was heading into oncoming traffic, and we said stop, and we honked the horn, and they didn't listen.
Right. That was terrible misting. That was the finish, because it was supposed to be a misting, and it wasn't. Oh, there, women got a 13-minute match, though. There you go. Moving on up.
Yeah, but so, again, you have a 3-hour block. Why are you booking it like you have a 2-hour block and a post-credit scene? Like, what are you doing? Imagine if, and I know at times it feels like SmackDown does it, but imagine if SmackDown viewed it of, all right, so we're going to get Roman and Jacob to close out the end of the second hour, and then the third hour, fuck it. Otis and Maxine, I don't care.
Yeah, no, some people will make the argument, what do you mean they didn't care? They put Ospreay Shibata on it. That's a great match. Why wouldn't you don't run that after your main event.
That's a demotion.
Right? You don't do that after your main event, and it's your best guy against a jobber in the third hour. I mean, if you would have made this, again, it's just all ass backwards. There's a lot of good stuff, but it's ass backwards.
Cody Rhodes don't wrestle on main event.
Oh, wait, I spoke too soon.
You said it, and it shall appear. They look well, Garcia and Yuta look like they're fucking monks in training. They look like they're wearing the same sweatsuits of like, thank you, sir, may I have another?
This is so bad. Ignore the reporter. Just keep doing push-ups because we're bad.
That's your wife, though. But this is weird because that's your wife. And they've established that that's your wife.
She's the only one the only time she does those ringside segments are for his matches. That's fucking odd.
Well, why does she keep dressing like she's hosting TRL in the 1990s?
Well, because she thinks she is.
I'm Carson Daly. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. So again, Moxley's getting more over than Ospreay, and Moxley's supposed to be the guy getting Ospreay over.
It's all about Moxley, the movie star, the Rocky of his generation.
Jason Statham. Sunday.
What is he even fucking saying? Oh, thank you. Blow your nose on your hand for us. Thank you.
Well, no, that's just...
That makes you cool.
That's taking a bump. That's the most bumps he'll take all night. Game 7. Moxley, you're not in the... What are you... Why? I said this before. You could have taken Ospreay and sat there and had him involved with Kenny. You got involved in the fucking Stadium Stampede for stupid reasons. But you've got him that could have been the voice of reason towards Ospreay. You've got Danielson who could have done it. Now you've even brought in Mick Foley, who should at least be the voice of reason to Darby out here. Right. But John Moxley is your fucking guardian angel out here?
It's not even connecting. I don't get what we're trying to accomplish here. He rambles, and again, every moment's the biggest moment I've ever had. Like, relax, man. Like them doing the push-ups like Neanderthals is fucking dumb. It's all fucking embarrassing. You're on like a concrete floor in some fucking cellar. Like you're not even like, it's so bad. It is so embarrassing. Like, for all the criticism of pro wrestling, for all the criticism of WWE, this is so fucking bad.
The only way this works is if Jon Moxley is Tyler Durden to Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay wakes up and Jon Moxley never existed, and he's just the leader of all these lunatics that want to fucking burn everything down. That's the only way this works, because it's just going so. The Death Riders have died 1,000 deaths. This is the faction that should have never lived, but keeps surviving, and somehow they stay thriving.
The fuck has Yuta and Garcia done in a year?
Exist, stayed employed.
It's crazy. As here comes Darby, by the way.
Will one shave their head?
Yeah, Rance, 100% facts. We talked about this. We know we don't want it, but they keep doing it.
See, again, I'm telling you, if this was the TNT Championship, if this was their premier mid-card title, and hey, he's going to have knockdown dragouts, it's an open challenge every night, it's your TV title, which what used to be what a TV title was because it was defended on TV, I'm all the way fine with all of this. The second it becomes the world title, it becomes a fucking circus.
It just does. And again, anybody out there, oh, well, we have the best wrestlers. Well, what champ would you rather have? Like, look at the wrestling landscape. Who is the weakest of the champs? I would take, a fucking the GCW champion over Darby as the face of my company. Like, again, it's not the guy that should be. Will he sell tickets? Well, yeah, sure. But this is your world title main event. Now, we saw Jacob and Roman on Monday. And the energy that was around that, the buzz, the crowd, the feel. This feels nothing like that. The best? Come on. Here comes MJF.
This is what I should do. What I would do if I'm MJF. I show up and I just beat the piss out of you. I don't care. This match gets thrown out. I'm going to beat the piss and tar and leather out of you until Saturday, until Sunday.
No, this is going to end up with Darby, getting the best of MJF again, probably.
As now the salmon suit. Well, I mean, that's the one way that I would at least sell it of. You've pissed me off to this point. I'm going to make goddamn sure you're going to barely make it. You won't die? Let's test that theory out. So I'm going to be the fucking devil out here, and I'm going to work you over. And I'm going to make it seem like you're the fucking Jesus H. Darby Allin out there that you resurrected and showed up on a Sunday. Yeah. That's where you go with this. Even in this final hour, in this midnight hour, this twilight bullshit.
Babyface Speedball jump starts Babyface Darby. Big kick.
The champ's in trouble. 3 crazy spots from Darby.
What's that?
Over under 3 crazy spots from Darby.
Oh, at least 3. I'll go over.
Fair enough.
As right out of the gate, Mike is kicking the shit out of your champ.
Hey, folks, don't worry. There's a whole hour left after this, in case you didn't know, because they haven't told you, so we'll tell you. But there's a whole hour left of this show.
The good news is this match is probably going to take up 10 minutes of that hour.
Yeah, because it's starting at 9:55.
They'll just bleed it through. But for fans in Canada, fans around the world in some places, some of the U.S. fans, at the end of this hour are going to miss a chunk of the match going to find Collision because they're too dumb to just line it right up.
It's for everything that they have lined up on the tee. It's like it's having a ball lined up on the tee and just swing away. But it's like, why are you bunting? Why are you bunting? Just swing. Right? Just fucking swing.
But my speedball to the outside. So Mox and Kyle match was an eliminator. Yes. So it was an eliminator. It went to a time limit draw. And in this world, that grants Kyle a title shot. That's crazy.
Well, draw is equal to win. Sorry. You can read space. Where was space? Never watched New Japan, but Okada. What was Okada ever interesting? Yeah. Also, what can you tell me about the Nikki Blackheart # wrestling encyclopedia?
All you need to know about Nikki Blackheart.
Yum yums.
But no, that's not true. She's a very talented lady coming up. She's been out there working, and hashtag scouted. If you know, you know.
Well, and she just started wrestling like 2024 and very much kind of took the world over by storm, pun intended.
Yeah. She's done well.
With Okada. Oh.
Death Valley Driver on the guardrail. Why?
As we're going to go to commercial right at the end of the fucking hour to make it seem like we're picture at least. But again,
wait, 9:58. We talk a lot about commercial
placement. That's what I'm saying.
That's a tough one. 9:58.
That feels like the show might be over.
Right? Shit.
But with Okada, yes, Okada in New Japan, go and watch some of the older, like the original first Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada matches for the IWGP Championship.
Yeah,
those are some of that's what made Kenny and what made Okada.
Okada was a star, a big time player, big moves. That drop kick was gorgeous once upon a time. He still hits it pretty sweet, pretty clean, I'll be honest, for all the bagging I do on him. But he could once upon a time move. Now, he was always a bit of a dopey kind of slow moving guy, a bit of a sloth. But there was, him, like you said, him and Kenny really fucking made their careers on each other.
That was the chemistry right there. Well, is he one of those guys like, is he, I don't want to drag up old wounds, but is he a reverse Mitch Marner of, good on one team, sucks on the other?
He's the guy that signs the big contract and then comes in and mails it in. He's Dorn. You don't give me none of that Olay bullshit. Like, he doesn't want to fucking get down and take the ball in the shoulder. So
Finkel is Einhorn.
Right? Like, so he takes the money and runs. I mean, he's later in his career, so that's part of it. The environment is part of it, but Okada has not been even close to the Okada we once thought he was.
Yeah, but he's definitely losing to Takeshita because
Takeshita
is what Okada was.
What if Okada beats him? Shit.
I will fucking give up. I will. The end is nigh of. I'm starting to. I would already start to lose faith. I'm worried where we're going to get with MGF and where we're going to get with Ospreay come Wembley. If Takeshi loses to Okada, the end is fucking nigh. The end is fucking nigh. You're taking all of your talent and just ramming them into the fucking ground.
Are you more or less confident today about MJF Ospreay being the main event at All In than you were?
I guess I'm not going to waver because it's idiotic if they don't do it. So I will be more surprised if they somehow to pull off and not do that. Right. I'm scared. KJ, hold me. I'm scared. If they don't do that as the main event, I'm scared.
You're like, what is happening? Again, a lot of people said that maybe Darby's the match. Well, Ospreay Darby.
No,
that is rude. Like, again, like the babyface Darby puts the stairs. Heavy stairs, Nick.
Are they 1,000-pound stairs or are they 20-pound stairs? Should this man's foot been amputated?
Oh, my God. And MJF just sitting there shaking his head as Darby just fucking fly splatted himself.
Am I wrong in thinking that MJF should just be out there of like, I'm going to beat the piss hard leather out of you. I will work you over. I don't give a shit about this result of you've already signed the contract to have the match with me. So here, you're this little pissant that's beneath me. I'm going to beat the out of you. And maybe you can sell that of Darby's, the guy that's been worked over. He's the underdog from the underground.
No, don't you dare. That's already taken and well earned. I heard this an insane stat for 25-26 so far. The total ring time of just Mox versus the ring time of the whole women's division is a ratio of 4-5. Almost got more time than all the ladies combined. I believe it. Oh,
Off
shit.
and drop. But yeah, I mean,
Hadouken.
Does Moxley include in one of the ladies? But so now MJF gets involved and puts the foot on the rope.
Yeah, just what a baby face would do. You know, just act like a complete dickhead. Like, what are we doing? And there's MJF healing it up. Now I'm confused. Oh, shit. Why? Oh, Kevin Knight here to save the day. Because that's what we need.
Relax, champ.
What if Darby beats Ospreay? I might shit a cat live.
I'm going to shit a cat if we get to that match.
Oh.
Well, even then, still, what's with Kevin? Like, Kevin Knight with all of this, there's components to where they could make this well. They're like, no, but what if I put the foot on the head and the hand in the ass? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, shit. Down goes Darby. So how the fuck is Darby going to beat anybody going this hard with this guy? Like, do we not think big picture?
That's what it is. It's been a law of diminishing returns. It's been, again, his match with Ciampa was amazing. I will stand on business. I love that match. The finish might have gotten overcomplicated, but I love that match. And it has slowly progressed and degressed the whole way through.
I mean, it's hard not to agree with that.
Like, at this point, if Darby beats Speedball and that's the send home after Speedball works him over, like, so is MJF a bitch because he lost in 2 minutes to this guy? Or
that becomes a dilemma,
has this
right?
been all just a fallacy?
Well, and I mean, the whole way Darby beat MJF unto itself was a problem, right? So I hate this company. Boston. I want to love it. And again, the night hasn't been terribly boring. It's just certain things make this show unwatchable.
I see the potential, but you just have to throw logic way the fuck out the window. Like, you have to
just
throw it out the
bumps.
window and then still kick it down the block just to make sure it stays away enough.
To me, man, listen, can you have a good, fun movie where everything blows up and everyone's fighting constantly? For sure.
Michael Bay, yes. Transformers, yes.
For sure. But, I mean, even Transformers, as example, there's a story. They came from another planet, and they're here to save Earth. And, you know, that's what we're doing.
Do the Optimus Prime impression.
Right? Like,
the world.
It's we're here to save the world. At least that's there. Here, it's just all the explosions and the slow-mos and the big kicks and punches for no, like, okay, now what? We'll do it again tomorrow.
Darby Allin caught fire like Viva La Band caught fire. I know it's going to fucking crash out. I just want to see how the rocket blows up.
That's a good way to put it.
Well, anytime he's showed up as world champion. Hi, I'm Darby Allin. Welcome to Jackass.
Just if anyone's wondering, it is 10:04. So we are technically on collision time. Scorpion Deathlock.
Oh. So is a sharpshooter. And now, see, he passed out last match with this.
Right? MJF yelling. Get that scarf D-bag out of here.
His Scorpion Deathlock, his sharpshooter sucks. He just sits on the guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no art to it. Like,
he tapped. This
that keeps getting worse. Tell me how that match was better than even the Brody King match that he had, better than the Kevin Knight match that he had. I'll even take better than the Sammy Guevara match that he had. It's certainly better than the Tommaso Ciampa match that he had.
I like the fucking golf course match better than I like this one.
it just keeps becoming a law of. Oh, so don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. 3 buttons. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Law of diminishing returns as we cut everything away to Collision as now we're going to get the payoff after this. So, folks, make sure you so you can see the payoff on Collision.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm surprised they ended the match as early as they did.
Just chicken patty's a fan.
Right, but we are moving on to Collision, folks. We're not going anywhere. Again, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. Give us your rating for Dynamite if you want. Do we count them separate, or are we going a whole package?
Whole package.
You want the whole shebang.
The old Long Johnson out there.
Right? For our buddy out there, you know, the whole shebang.
Yeah, she moves.
If anyone's curious, in Canada, we started getting plays of the month. No.
As I got Kevin Knight talking and putting over how great Speedball Mike Bailey is. This is some shit you see, all due respect. And we can say this because we watched GCWs, we watched the House of Glories, the Wrestling Revolvers. This is some shit you would get at the end to close out a Wrestling Revolver of, yeah, he might have lost, but guys, you don't get how fucking great he is, how talented he is. And this is the shit you say before the guy moves on and signs with WWE or signs with an AEW, except they're doing it on AEW.
It's very.
Darby and Rensburg are just sitting there watching a fucking appraisal happen of Speedball.
Right.
Spazing KJ.
Oh yeah. Is it ironic?
USA Network.
Is it ironic that the Canadian has to go to the USA Network to get this shit done?
Well, I mean, do we want to talk about the issues with everybody of WWE having to show up at events at the White House and all of that? And well, if your work asks you to show up at a place, I guess you kind of have to.
I mean, you have two choices in life usually is do what you're told by your boss or don't work there. I mean, I think everyone in this circumstance, I think it's tough. I mean, it's tough to force things on people. It's, you know, I mean, if you want to write some angles where there's a patriotic hero and an enemy from far away, that's great. But when you start pulling in the politicians and I don't know, it's just keep it out of the wrestling. You go deal with it.
Take the person of how they are and everything. Like I know Chelsea Green specifically very much spoke about this. Of take the person how they are versus just what they're employed in a place as they just put the shit over of Darby. I know deep down in my heart, I still love you.
All of this shit was to save face for Darby because if they knew if you just had Darby win and then lose, a few weeks later it would have got shot on. Right. Now they're gonna what?
MJF's running towards a certain place. Oh, he's sneaking now, and he jumps Darby. So he's doing what he should have done at the end of Dynamite, now at the start of Collision, by the way, for anyone that still might be struggling or finding, hey, you're going to miss consequential, influential moments into your main event of Double or Nothing because we just expect that everyone is tapped in. Stick it to my veins.
Why would you not have the angle at the end of that show if you're going to break the shows up like this? Why would you do it when you did it? I don't understand the logic.
He looks at a giant sign saying bald.
Yeah, Rance, we asked for no more Speedball and Kevin Knight segments. They doubled down this week, so there you go.
They had to censor the crowd because MJF, as he's going to point out how he's a 3-time, he shouldn't have ever had to lose it the first time, the second time.
No, I mean, dude. Again, I feel like this company's full of overcompensation.
Just beat the fuck out of always going underneath the ring. Fuck. Oh, he's got clippers. He's going to shave Darby. We're going to emphasize the heavy hair. He's going to shave Darby.
There's no way he could do that. They're not going to do that, right?
Bro, trying to say some AW isn't going to do something, you've got a better look saying something anticipate they're not going to do and hoping they don't pay it off.
Like Darby, we can't do that.
Oh, arm drag. So Darby's got the Clippers.
Of course.
Or is he going to give this man like a faux hug? But MJF fights out. They're putting the Clippers over like they're fucking Hercules of, oh my God, of it. This is how you zap all of my power. Darby Allin's whole entire title run has come down to a set of Clippers. It has come down to some Barbasol and a barbershop.
Well, you have fans out there that when, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk had a symbol in their feud of a bracelet, people fixated on they're fighting over a bracelet. Now we literally have the world title fighting over a haircut. So you tell me what's worse. If you're going to throw stones at one, you better have a few stones in your pocket for the other.
But it's the same thing, and wrestling fans just respectfully at times, they're just too remiss to admit it, of its symbolism. Kind of makes me feel like...
Yeah, but there's no symbolism with the hair. It's just childishness.
But they're trying to pass it off as symbolism. It's the same thing of a bracelet.
Dude's a grown-ass man, and the most valuable thing that Darby thinks he can put on the line is his fucking hair. Not his money.
My guy. I know we're both a little bit of the ball.
That is so lame. That is so bullshit.
I know it is. But I also know that you and I are very much a bit of the bald brethren and all of that. But there is very much some people out there that will hold on a comb over versus, just letting that shit go. So... so we go right into Ospreay.
Oh yeah, by the way, this guy still works here.
Yeah. So we're following up the main event story of Dynamite going in the start of Collision with Will Ospreay taking on Shibata.
I mean, if you wanted to try and keep the energy in the building, that's one way to go about it. I'll say that. But my God, that Double D challenge is fucking up shit's creek already. Just cancel that now.
What's left to main event?
The trios match, I think.
Unless the tag match of FTR and Cassidy and Co.
Yeah, like, oh my God, you're going to make these guys go at 10:45?
That's what I'm saying. So that's going to be your main event, which we already know isn't going to change because you're going to have Cope and Christian that you built to an I Quit match. So congratulations, you built me into a nothing. That you're probably going to have Cope and Christian get involved in it. So, hey, this is becoming the least predictable moment of the show right now. Does Ospreay win or does Shibata win? Does Shapupe win?
Yeah, I'm not even putting a poll up. I didn't put a poll up for the main event. I'm not putting a poll up for this match. If anyone out there thinks that Shibata's going to win, listen.
And I like Shibata, but he's just lost in the sauce out here. Again, I don't get the Ops versus the Death Riders West Side Story out here over Ospreay.
No, and I mean, ultimately, I struggle with I don't mind it, but it's like, okay, so, Moxley's in beef with the conglomeration, but Ospreay, who's hanging out with Moxley's in a beef with the Ops, and everyone just, there is no cohesion to it. So it's like this match, Shibata's great. Shibata's a really good mid-card guy, a guy that you could put in a fun tag team, but he's talented. He can wrestle. And I actually thought his little voice box, translator thing was going great.
If I don't win
the minute the fans started cheering, Tony buried it. Right?
Yeah, but Boston. Seeing how this is supposed to be a separate show, it fucking shouldn't be. When did you see anybody advertising it as a separate show? I saw everybody advertising it as a 3 hour
special. That's not the same.
Different isn't equal, as Shibata just rolling through with Ospreay.
Right? If you're going to call it a 3-hour special, Nick, treat it like a 3-hour special. Make Darby and Speedball the main event. MJF gets involved and, threatens to cut his hair. Darby almost gets him. And now we got to wait till Sunday to see it finally happen. Perfect. Done. Good night. But you're going to do it at the end of the second hour, follow it with an Ospreay match, and just let the quality of the matches decline from basically the second match on tonight.
Well, and it carried over into Collision. The end of the main event of Dynamite carried over into Collision because they just sat there and they were all status quo.
Right.
I would have had it to where MJF came out there and just beat the piss, tar, and leather of he's out there in the pastel suits. Have that coated in Darby's blood. Have a smattering of it because I beat the piss and shit out of you. All right, you want to sit there and act like you're the fighting champion? I'm going to make you fight. I'm the goddamn devil. Welcome to hell, bitch.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. And it's interesting.
Make him the dastardly devil.
He's not the devil. And the fact, again, this is where him running his mouth on interviews kind of bothers me because, dude, your booking sucks. MJF's booking sucks. You can clip this. MJF's booking has been garbage. They took one of the hottest talents in wrestling and made him just another guy that once in a while says something kind of clever, something witty. But he's not who he was. He's doing jobs to losers. He is not packing the punch, and he looks like a pussy. He doesn't look like a chicken shit heel. He looks like an absolute pussy that doesn't want any of it.
He lost to Darby Allin and to Kevin Knight, who both showed up tonight. And this man was out there running around in the crowd throughout all of this instead of looking like he's the biggest fucking boss in the place.
Right? So the hair, the favor, the bracelet, we're all stupid. I'm with you. As long as I see Anthony's got it. Consistency. They're all bad. They're all shit.
Woo, Anthony's here.
Right,
here he comes to save the day.
What was that move by Shibata? Again, I think they're putting, is Ospreay taking on a match with Shibata because Shibata's more of a grappler? And they're trying to, look, he's still high flying.
No, because he's the guy who's in the ops. You can't actually believe that you're going to have Ospreay versus Hook. And you can't believe that you're going to have Ospreay versus Bowens. And I'm about to have Ospreay versus Joe in the tournament. Mm-hmm. So what's the next closest equivalent adjacent? And it is Shibata.
I guess. I mean, it doesn't really serve a purpose for me. And again, Will Ospreay's doing what is changing? What is this new... I'm training.
He does submissions. He does submissions.
He did an arm bar. Jericho could have taught him that.
Ronda Rousey should have taught him all that.
Get up the list. Arm bar. Like Jericho knows an arm bar. What are we doing?
If we ever have an ice cream stand, that'll be the first little fucking, ice cream on a stick. The arm bar.
All right. As we are in picture, Ospreay looks to be in control of Shibata at the moment. I'll be right back.
There you go. It's bad with a $5 super chat. Brock Lesnar is 2-0 against Kofi Kingston. Excuse me. Round 1 for the title. Round 2 for... Oh. No. I get your point, but you didn't need to make the point. I still... And I know, of course, KJ, the second he leaves, I bring this up. I find it interesting. Hey, WWE wants to revitalize their tag teams. Hey, how quickly after they just fucking kneecapped their tag team division. Oh, gee, I wonder where that might have fucking came from. Oh, out of there. You have the talent there. Just book it, Dano. Jose and Blair. Did I do the Scottish accent well enough there? Restaurants, it adds absolute nothing to the matches. The majority of the time it's on free TV, not pay-per-view. Touche, tabernacle. Evan, I would rather watch Home Alone reboot than this match. No. I'm still honestly, gave it a buck. At times, I'd rather watch bad wrestling than a bad movie. Sometimes it's more you find the nuances, you find the little the things you wouldn't ever expect to pull from. But yeah, it was always funny going around the holidays. And I think it was me and the missus went to like an urgent care. You're watching Home Alone 3, like the whole movie in the waiting room. As Ospreay fights back, and Spaz got this one for a $5 super chat. Boston AEW has been saying this is AEW Dynamite plus Collision 3-hour special event. I don't know what you're talking about with them never saying that AEW posted it. Is that us? I think we very much have advocated that this was them being, should they do, Diamond Elbow? If it's going to be AEW and Collision paired together, should they name it a different, one of those, the Quake in the Lakes, the Shake and the Bake or whatever? Should they name it one of those? Or, the playoff principality? Should they add something to it to acknowledge that it's one coherent show versus two separate? Because they book it as two separate. I think KJ said it within the first 10, 15 minutes of the show. If you would have ended tonight with what we got with Briscoe and Ciampa, it would have been interesting. Could it have survived the build to it? But that's where the show peaked. Everything since then's been on a downward slope. I personally feel that match was a 10 out of or a 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. That show was 6.5. Surprise, no buy-in matches so far. Don't you say that too loud. You're going to end up with Mick Foley having a buy-in match. Nick ranked the WWE Marine movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that count as a rating? Because I haven't watched through all of them. I actually pitched this and talked about it with KJ of maybe that could be something at some point. Put it in the comments, put it in the chat and everything, especially in the comments after the streams, because those stick around and everything. For like a members only or anything, if you want us to do like a tier list of just the WWE movies, like a See No Evil of a May 19th, force us to watch all these shitty WWE movies if we can find them. How about that? Force us to do that and leave us in the comments if you want us to do a tier list of all of these shitty WWE movies, because I've never seen a good WWE movie. I've seen some good wrestling movies, but I've never seen some good WWE movies. But yeah, the idea is very much out there. Just very much put it in the chat. If you guys ask for it, we will 100% as much as we can deliver on it, especially with the members and all of that. Pause. Because we want to, especially with the memberships and everything, we want to do what you guys want to do. So if you want to see us, Mystery Science Theater, getting ready to rumble, we'll do our best to do it. We'll do a watch along with that. If you want to see us, ranking all these WWE movies, your wish is our demand within reason. Spaz, Nick, bite your tongue. See No Evil is great. I've never watched the full movie. I've only seen the clips in the May 19th. Nick ranked all the Tyler Perry movies. Trash. Let me know when I need to stop saying trash. So I've covered all their movies. Styles Clash. Ospreay. So again, where has really Ospreay Hidden Blade? 1, 2, 3. So where has Ospreay differentiated from under the tutelage of Moxley or anything is this just not been Will Ospreay? And we've got to tie him into it as so Marina walks away. Is she what, disappointed because he used the hidden blade? Bowens is out there on the ramp. Like, how did you take MJF and Will Ospreay, your very clear Alpha and Omega, your 1A and your 1B as Here Comes Joe, setting up your tournament match? But how did you take your 1A and your 1B and make them feel like 1X and 1Z? Joe's got a mic. Gimmick infringement. Mundia's great. And cannot attest. Voting cannot. Nick's Miz whole movie star gimmick spit. Yes. See again. Like I said. Put it in the comments on this stream tonight. Tier list for the next members only stream of all the WWE movies. And we'll have to find the pool, but you will force us to, much like now that we passed 10K, we got to get a tattoo of the logo and everything. Force us to watch these terrible. I want to watch the Chaperone, not the Chaperone, but the Chaperone of all these terrible WWE movies of where you've got Ziggler acting like in, Mission Impossible versus Kane and Rusev. Make me watch these movies drop it in the chat, and we'll do it on the members only. We'll tier list them. We'll rank them. We'll break them down so you don't have to. We'll watch it so you don't have to. Which at times I feel like is what we're doing with some of these shows. But the poops, what? Oh, we're just going all the way. Joe's got a mic. Well, now I got Ospreay talking. Samoa Joe is mad because Ospreay doesn't want to be. Like I said, it's a very West Side Story of they're all fighting over, but I'm in love with you. No, I'm in love with you. But again, Ospreay doesn't need this. Ospreay needed, if he needed even anybody to be a voice in his ear, have it be a Kenny, have it be a Danielson. Why are two middling heel factions fighting over who should be the guy of your company, who should be your 1A to your 1B, your top heel to your top, or your top, face to your top heel? Hiccup's be a bitch. Last year, I came this close, so we're soliloquying. Honestly, I would have preferred if Ospreay went with the Ops, and they had been called the Ospreys. Ospreay. Restaurants, that was a good point, Nick, about Mox getting more overshine than what should be actually the focus. Absolutely. I think it's the issue I have with MGF's build. It's the issue I have with Ospreay's build of you should be building to the biggest match that your company has to offer at All In, at what could theoretically be the biggest show your company has to offer, or what might potentially theoretically save the company is you give me Ospreay versus MJF in the greatest match that AEW's ever offered. But instead, we're kind of middling, we're toiling through trinkets and this and that of where Ospreay's out here dealing with the Death Riders. MGF might have to lose his hair to Darby Allin because there's an actual contingent of people that think Darby Allin should beat MGF at Double or Nothing, and we just continue all the way along with this. I feel like the vocal people that want to cheer for AEW have the wrong opinion. That's the thing, is the vocal majority is wrong about what works with AEW because they enjoy it and nobody else does. And Ospreay gets the emphatic promo saying, I don't quit the Ops. I am Death Rider till I die. As I hey, I have a brother that might be in the background that might DIEI, or he might be EIEIO, and but he has a whole flipping country on his back, bro. Yes, so you build the whole fucking shit with it. You build all this fan base, all this fandom behind it.
He's got to be the guy. He's got to win this tournament. And it starts with Joe. Joe's going to take
How do you feel? So I got Christian and Cope backstage of, hey, hanging
but
out.
He's Death Riders till he dies. That's his brothers, and you know, and then Yuta and Danny. My Mox doesn't even have the balls to come out. Like, what the fuck? They weren't even in the same place at the same time this week. Would Mox go home?
Just fumbled all of us. Like, what is going to end up being the build to Ospreay versus MJF, which should be the build into Wembley? That should be your 1A to your 1B. And like I said, it feels like your 1X to your 1Z.
It's just a mess. It's under guys and these long matches. Ospreay's training with Moxley, but it hasn't changed Ospreay at all. I don't get it. I don't get any of this.
Hey, you need to calm it down. Don't do the hidden blade. Ends the match with a hidden blade. Mm-hmm. What?
Right. Yeah, it's what? And I mean, again, here we come the questions of, okay, if the people who don't like what they're seeing on Dynamite are the people who aren't really watching, but when they say something good, then we all agree it's okay. Oh, yeah, we agree. So are we only wrong when we're not happy?
I hate this whole argument across any company. Change any 3 letters as Christian's just grabbing the camera as he's got his whole arm in a brace. But change the 3 letters in any sort of argument I'm about to make. If I don't agree with what they're doing, that's more of an issue with them than it is an issue with me.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
That's the thing is so many people get caught up on the fucking company lines attached to that statement of, oh, well, if you said it towards AEW, it's because you hate it, you want it to fail. No, I can actually have a valid criticism because guess what? I spend hours upon hours, umpteen times watching this and want it to succeed. I want to enjoy what I watch on a Wednesday, but I can't help myself from pointing out flaws.
Well, I can't ignore what I see in front of my face. If you're going to roll it out here, if I'm going to see really talented guys doing fucking all, and yeah, again, I brought this up a lot tonight, but sure, MJF, we're the best wrestle, kinda. They're there. They're wrestling. Some of the best in the world are in AEW, undeniably. But are they doing the best that they can in AEW? And if you are so hot, so good, so strong, why are you not back in buildings? Why are you not matching ticket sales? If you're cheaper, better, more interesting, I know, Nick, give me a second. But if you are all of that, let me know. Like, how can you even justify it? Sure, you have talent, but are they doing something that matters?
No, absolutely, 100%. I wasn't trying to cut you off at all. I was more of one of those. Oh, I thought that a comparable that might have hit home with you. Is it a bit like how the Maple Leafs had the best roster at times in hockey, undeniably, but how many cups did they win? How many championships did they win? You can have the best on the bench, but the bench has got to deliver.
Doesn't matter what it says on paper. And you can say, well, Kenny Omega's a better wrestler than Cody Rhodes, and Ospreay's a better wrestler than Roman Reigns, and MJF's a better wrestler than Drew McIntyre. You can say that, and you're entitled to that opinion. But again, it's what are they doing? How are they moving the needle? Are they doing something that matters? Are they involved with real people? Are the stories connecting? Are people selling out big, large buildings like your competitor? No? Then why?
But you also have to me, the biggest thing is you have to be willing to have the counter argument back, to have the counter discussion back. You have to be entertaining that whole, oh, well, they're great. Oh, really? Well, I have some doubts. Well, then you fucking hate it. You want it to fail. You're a grifter. No, have a discussion. Have a conversation about it. That's, to me, where I lose faith in a lot of it.
Just prove it. Again, prove it. And you just saying because is not the right answer.
Well, if I just say if I say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, does that mean I'll be back?
Later, cuz KJ Nick this weekend at Double or Nothing. If MJF loses to Darby and Will loses in the first round, now what's your all-in main event? There's no way, based on the promo that Will Ospreay just cut Spaz, there is zero chance. And again, people want to talk about predictability. As Roosh gets a squash and gets it over with, Ospreay's getting there for sure. I am uncertain about the MJF situation right now. The hair being on the line makes me feel inclined that, we thought from day one, the minute Darby won this belt, that MJF was going to get it back in New York. Could we be wrong about that? But Will Ospreay's winning this tournament. If neither of those things happen, we're out to lunch. Like, what more can we say? How bad could it get? But if you only get one, is that enough? If it's Darby, Will Ospreay, is that a good enough main event for your biggest show of the year? If that was a WrestleMania pay-per-view, would you be okay with it? Or a WrestleMania main event? Hashtag WFU. Fams all here, folks. We're growing by the minute. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow, Thursday, for Impact. Also, don't forget, we shirt people, and we got new merch out now. Get your new merch, as we got all the brands popping up. All new lines are coming out. Summer drops are happening. Our pre-match shirts, if you feel the way we feel, get your pre-match shirts made with the tiers of the IWC, including all the fun stuff, right down to Cheeto dust. So there you go. We are the Clips, of course. We don't need to rely on the clips of the product. We are the Clips, folks. Pause for the cause is out now. Our Nike apparel. We are, what are we doing? Of course, is out now. I like catchphrases, but looking ahead, we got a busy weekend coming up. We're here for Saturday main events at 7:30 on Saturday, and then we're back on Sunday, I believe, at 6:30 for what will probably bring us into Monday morning. Double or Nothing. Right now, as it stands, as far as I know, 8 matches. Stay tuned. We always surprise. 2 points, 2 pointless Rouge promos in one show. Facts. You're right. There's nothing more I can add to that, C-Money. You're on the money. Perfect. Talk about the catchphrase merchant, and you look in the dictionary, and there's big face picture of Rouge. The Harns. How are we feeling about him trying to get that over? Is it working? Mess with the bull, you get the Harns. It's crazy. Makes me laugh every time. The winner of Darby versus MJF Rouge will be waiting on Dynamite on Wednesday. Yeah, so now here's even more interesting things, Damien. Regardless of who wins, they're going to fight Rouge on Wednesday. Why? What? And if this match is everything it's supposed to be, why would that happen? Why would MJF or Darby, MJF just had to jump through fucking hoops and put his hair on the line to get a match. Rouge? Really? Okay. Again, these are the things that people want us to ignore. Athena can't get TV time, but Rouge can get a title shot. It's fucked. It really is, Jose. Put it bluntly. It is asinine that they're going to do it this way. And, a lot of times a Fallout show, if MJF wins the belt back, he has a segment kind of bragging about being the champ. If Darby happens to beat him, Darby can show up and be an asshole. But ultimately, I don't see the purpose of pre-announcing this match like it's a big deal. And what you're saying is, you don't need recovery time. Doesn't matter. They'll be like, I don't like it. I don't think it's the way to go. And right now we are seeing the world title on TV so much. I really wonder if it even matters. So here come Double D. So we are going to get a 5-minute eliminator challenge. If you can beat Double D in 5 minutes, or if you can survive 5 minutes with Double D, you get a title shot. Oh, Renee's doing a segment that's not Moxley. All right. KJ, 1,000% with your take on MJF booking. He's not as good as he was. He might have a witty line here or there, but overall, he's not hitting the same. He's not. There's too many times that he's looked stupid. He's looked weak, but not in a good way. Like, if you think, like, the really good heels, the ones that do have a little bit of that cowardice to them, they still, like, pick their spots. They still want to defeat their opponents. So they'll avoid things, but try and do things on their terms. With MJF, he just constantly, even when MJF does something to outsmart the babyface, he gets foiled and runs away. And he is the devil. He is evil. He is maniacal. He should be like who recently had a run? Drew McIntyre. When Drew McIntyre really got into his heel run, and he was showing up at Nick Aldis's house, and he was a menace and just ruining every main event he could, that should be MJF. He should be fucking everything up, not listening to anybody, doing what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. He should be forcing the company to make him defend titles. He should be forcing the company to his will. He should be a manipulator. He should be crafty. He should be witty. But there's not enough good heroes in AEW because everyone's par, everyone's gray, everyone's bland, everyone's mush. So you got this you got Lex out here, you got Luther taking over the world, but you don't have a Superman to go against him. Darby? Oh, great. Speaking of great.
I'm not Superman, but I will agree with your point at least. Very much of this guy should be evil incarnate. You're the fucking devil for a reason. You should be, I despise you. I can't stand you. Oh my God. You go to deplorable levels that no one else would even go to. And instead you're kowtowing to fucking Speedball and Mike and Darby.
He should be kicking
their God, run away.
He should be kicking dogs and slapping moms and fucking running wild, running amok, and just that fire that we saw in the You're a Mark promo, that should be the guy. That guy.
I beat the wrestling god. Judas, Lucifer just beat, Jesus out there. It should be 100% of I will make the streets run fucking red with how much I beat you, Darby.
Right.
MJF should be unhinged of he's got all the control, all the power. We talked about it at the start of this of he's the guy. He's the golden boy. He's the golden goose. He is the exalted altar out there. He is Lucifer. So he can be the one that just runs roughshod over everything.
Yeah, he really should be a menace, an absolute menace, but he's not, and unfortunate for him. And that's where I see Nick. I know he's, got to hold the company line. He's not going to go out there and say, everyone around me is a fucking idiot, and I hate this place, because he knows that's not going to go well. But, I mean, when you're bragging about this is the absolute best, and we're watching specifically MJF stuff's been dog shit, and he's defending the weekly shows that are being put out there. Weekly, he looks like dog shit.
So we're putting over Darby Allin climbing Everest. So we've got 15 minutes after. Do you recall who Divine Dominion? I literally had to read the fucking Double D's. Who they beat, who they don't want.
They beat nobodies in a 5-minute challenge. They beat them with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the clock. So less than 3 minutes to get a dub. And weekly. Hashtag weekly.
Going strong. Going wrong and going strong.
Yeah, the tag champs, and again, any viable contender for the champs get turned into singles. So I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
So we're doing the end of this show is all just setting up Darby versus MJF. It's all just this is setting up Double or Nothing. Of everybody shave your head. Everybody shave their head. Everybody play those games.
Right. Now, Spaz wanted you to answer this question just because, I mean, again, it's worst case scenario for you, but if they both, MJF and Darby, lose on Sunday, how does that feel?
You fucking lost the plot. You have lost the plot of, hey, Tony, welcome to YouTube. We can tell you how to get subscribers, all of that, because it looks like you might kind of need that vibe. We'll be your go home to get and watch channel, because if that's your packeting, if that's your end game going into Wembley, you've lost the fucking plot. You have lost any bit of mojo you ever thought you had.
I agree with that. I mean, again, the thing you always want to be cautious about and give thought to of, you have a plan, but what if something happens where your plan can't come to fruition? Somebody gets injured or something. You have to make sure. That's why those mid-card matches are so important, and good matches where you're getting guys like Speedball. And Speedball is a bad example because they just put him in a world title match. But we are getting the ad with Mick Foley's face for the first time. Second time, I think, in AEW. So there you go. Mick Foley officially on the buy-in.
But so all the last 10 to 15 minutes of Collision on a 3-hour show is just, hey, folks, if you didn't know already, buy the pay-per-view. We'll be here Sunday night for Double or Nothing. Get the buy-in. Right. Mick Foley. Things are happening. But no, you need to make stars. You can't rely on just your fan base loves them. You need to actually put a fucking effort in here. This isn't just, well, if I buy a fucking apartment complex, it will make me money, right? No, you need to actually put some goddamn effort into some of this shit at some point.
Well, they're saying they are putting on an effort, and they are saying that they're killing it. And the sickos are saying, these are the best wrestling shows I've ever seen.
Tony, I have 3 ovens. I can't bake this much fucking food and everything like that. Like, no, how about you maybe give me an air conditioning unit? How about you build a fucking stairwell? Like, do some other shit. Do some unique shit that might can pay this off. But yeah, so I guess that does Collision. Done and dusted.
There's one more match.
Is there? Is there really?
Yeah. Yeah, there is, really.
No way they fucking doing this. They don't give a fuck about this match then.
No.
They don't give a flying fuck about this match.
And again, why is this match happening? They're supposed to be in this blood feud with Edge and Christian, where they Pillmanize Christian's arm, and they have already beaten up the, Bath Phoenix. You're going through all this shit, and on the go-home show, you're wrestling the conglomeration who you're also beefing with.
Again, I almost feel like, so can we just call what's going to happen? So this is going to be a match for a bit of a thing, and then Colt and Christian are going to get involved, probably with some chairs. You're going to have FTR get worked over. It's not going to mean much of anything. Clearly, the conglomeration's not going to win. Hey, how you feeling for a rating for the show out of tonight? That's the thing, is this feels so much like paint by numbers of, I cannot watch the match and tell you what's going to happen.
Not much. Again, there's not a lot of that intrigue for me right now. Like, a lot of what they're giving me, I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens here. I genuinely give 0 fucks about this match that's about to happen. Zero.
They just did a 20-minute promo video package about the pay-per-view coming into this. Yeah, they could give a flying rat's ass about this match. I really thought that's it. We're done. So we got some commercials, and that's it. Have a good night. We'll talk about, hey, we'll see you tomorrow for TNA. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I forgot they even had a match.
Yeah, and it's for the AEW World Tag Team titles, which is fucking baffling. And on top of that, something that Tony keeps doing, we just talked about it with the women. You make a tag team division for the women, you make tag teams, and then you make them singles. You have tag teams win tag team belts, and then they want the trios titles. What the fuck are we doing? Like, focus.
Because you have too many shiny things. You have too many shiny things. Wrestling needs less shiny things. And I say that in the term of belts. I don't need a trios belt. I don't need everybody. Like, honestly, does WWE need 2 women's mid-card belts right now? Respectfully.
No, they don't really need. I think they could get away with one.
Well, we've also said they could get away with
women.
1 tag belt too. So yeah.
Yeah, the tag belt's fine. I think that the second mid card, if SmackDown would book the mid card better, then I would be easier. But I mean, yeah, I think I'm okay with it. The men's tag team is the one I want to go. We do not need 2 men's tag team titles. We don't. There's no need.
Well, we have 3 men's mid card titles in AEW.
Well, isn't it more than 3? Like, it's so many. Like, it's fucking madness.
Oh, now I so really got excited.
Mick Foley is going to interfere with him
because I got Orange Cassidy and Roddy Strong. I've got the 2 dads you don't want to show up to pick you up from daycare showing up on TV right now.
Right. I'm sad to say Mick Foley is going to interfere in the MJF Darby Allin, and it will be shit.
I said earlier when we talked about Mick getting involved in everything with AEW, does he get involved with Darby? I could see a point to where you could have had it to where MJF's trying to be an advocate for, or Mick's trying to be an advocate for Darby, and I'm just like, get hot to it right in that man's face, and you get to where he's, I can't take it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. But yeah, we are in the main event of Collision. FTR loses in NYC. Yeah, I believe they will lose. It's I Quit rules. And here's the thing. You have one of the biggest matches of your entire career. And the boss comes to you and says, we want you to, especially as heels. You're gonna have a treat, you're gonna fight the 2/3 of the trios champions for the belt on the Wednesday night before the pay-per-view. Fuck you. Fuck that. I'm not doing it.
Listen, I know you got this big, presentation that you got on Sunday that you got to do, but I need you to work overnight on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just to help out this team. Just it'll pay off the end. Trust me. I owe you one. No. Right. No, like why? Why is this even no? Because no one believes that FTR is not winning this because you set up an I Quit and retirement match the same week. Why do I believe that you're gonna change the fucking stream there?
I don't get it. I really don't. Lena and Megan, thank you. Rants are a beast of a team. They have to get them into a storyline and we care about. To hell with these nothing meaningless matches. Come on. I think they look phenomenal. I like kind of like with Oba a little bit, give them a couple of these. But you're right. Like, okay, now that they established they're monsters, who's going to try and take the belts off them? The Iconics? Where are they?
Oh, you've already proven that they're jobbers. To me, you've proven with that whole thing and the stipulation of the 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes to even attempt to beat me. So you don't have a division. And so now what division you do have, you're going to job out.
Right. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, we've started. Okay. Still in their jackets. Mick Foley is signed with AEW now.
I got Roddy throwing all the hands on the outside.
Yeah, I might be behind, so I'm not stressed about it. He is doing the pre-show with Renee, so kind of obvious he'll be involved with something. So but physically Mick can't do much. So being involved, how would be the question? Like, is it just a matter of like he slides Darby a chair because he likes Darby a lot? Like, what is it? Like he turns on Darby, so we get a heel Mick Foley, but why? Like, Mick, physically
he does
Mick can barely walk.
The apron chair spot like Cactus onto MJF with a little arm drop chair.
Just for the pop?
Just for the fucking feel goods.
Just for the fun of it. Fuck it. Let's go.
That's let's not act like that isn't. And like Notre Dame has like played like a champion when they go through the fucking tunnel and everything.
Right.
Like telling me AEW doesn't have just for the fun of it before they walk through Gorilla a little bit.
Right. No, 100%. Yeah, no, Rance just going back with Corey, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a time and place. I do like open challenges. I like the U.S. title open challenge that worked, but you do have to break from it. You got to find where you stop it, right?
No, where they need to find where they stop it. I'm in picture. I've got 4 minutes or so left. Are they going to have an overrun on a 3-hour show?
Yes. On a nothing match. Which is
as they've already beaten us over the head of buy the pay-per-view. Hey, buy the pay-per-view.
Oh, we're going to commercial, Nick. We're going to commercial at 10:56 p.m. Standard Time in the East. What the fuck? Come on now. We're all the commercial haters.
I'm already in picture. So we're just beating a dead horse at this point.
You know, I really do, just randomly, and this is kind of a thumbs up for, I know we, get mad at AEW. I'm with all the technology and with the streaming services now, I don't know why WWE doesn't do more picture-in-picture. Like, you should be able to pull that off. Or is it just like we get more money for the full ad, so fuck it?
Merchandising.
Like, yeah, you can put like the shop dot, WD,
yeah, but is that part of why WWE's almost felt like it's kind of walked that back a little bit?
Have to.
They were beating us over the head with even O'Shea Jackson out there saying it's unwatchable because there's so many ads. It's like, you ever get one of those apps that's, from a questionable source or whatever, and you got to watch through of, hey, did you play this mobile game yet and everything? To sit there and you got to mute through this app and, that ad video and everything, just try and use an app. That's what WWE's kind of come like. Of like, here's an ad, there's an ad, everywhere's an ad.
Yeah, as I kind of summed it up before, Nick, more like, I get where you're going. I previously said that, it's like it's just building the app. Like the actual game itself, the level you're on takes 10 seconds to beat, and then it's 40. They don't give a fuck about how good the game is. They just want you to keep seeing the ads or watching the extra ads for the bonus coins. Like it's 3 minutes of gameplay. It's 17 minutes of commercial. That's the WWE's dilemma. Now, once it gets into the building, once it gets into kind of that point where it's not just the internet murmuring about it, they got to adjust something. You eventually are just going to have people giving up on it.
Right. Well, trust me, that's why we yap long enough. So we're not about here about the ads and everything. We're out here about you watch us yapping. Mm-hmm. I even just realized we have different backgrounds. It took me, it took me 3 hours and 12 minutes to realize.
I'm in the lounge tonight, so you ringside.
KJ Lounge.
Let's go. KJ Nick, did tonight's Dynamite Collision get you excited for Double or Nothing?
No.
It did not add. There's nothing I'm like, oh my God, we gotta find out what this is gonna be.
I'll give them. Do I give them credit if they didn't detract, but they definitely didn't add?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily.
I didn't sell any less tickets, but you definitely didn't sell any more.
Yeah, I wouldn't give my tickets back, but I don't think I'd go out of my way to buy them. I'll put it that way.
Well, it's interesting because Double or Nothing's like their second biggest show. Like that's their SummerSlam.
Yes, this should be fucking epic. And
I'm more concerned about Mick Foley than I am MJF or Darby Allin.
Right? Like, I mean, what do you call it? You got to remember, like, this is one of their biggest shows of the year. Once upon a time, I mean, it was definitely the number 2 show.
This was their follow-up to the initial All In. It was Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Okada Takeshita's had a build. Some would argue the build's been too long, but it's got a build. FTR and Edge and Christian, there's a build, there's a history, fine. That's a big match. The Stadium Stampede came out of left field. And it's the brainchild of Jericho to cover up that he can't really wrestle, and he's got to pull in 10 other people with him. The women's fatal 4-way, I'm fine with. I think it's going to probably be pretty good. Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay in an opening tournament match with no meaning, no nothing. It's a throw-in match. And I love Joe. I love Ospreay. I'm going to love this match, but this isn't it
Tony
on
Khan,
this pay-per-view.
Do not add anything. And I repeat,
we're at 9.
Anything into this fucking show. Mm-hmm. I've seen 8, but even then, if we're at 9, Tony Khan, do not add anything. I don't mean a fucking Mountain Dew kickoff, extreme splash. Who gives a whatever? Right. Don't touch this, because you are getting closer and closer to finding the sweet spot of 6 to 7 to 8 matches on a show that I think can deliver on a pay-per-view.
This match isn't great at all. It's kind of clunky and sloppy.
This has just been the ending of our stream to me. I don't know what's going on with this. We're just wrapping it up. Hey, folks, don't forget, we're here tomorrow for Thursday Impact, Friday Night SmackDown, Saturday night's main event, and Sunday Double or Nothing. Because, is there anything that's super compelling to you in this match?
No, not at all. Because it doesn't even make sense for the angle that you're selling us for. If you wanted to end the show with like a heated promo segment and a bit of a scuffle, fine. That would have actually been better than this nothing match.
Would Ciampa and Briscoe survive? Like, I know we had talked about and still kind of praised if this should have probably ended the 3-hour tour, but would it have survived and still felt the same if this was hitting now versus then? And like, going through all of what we've watched so far with all of this, will we still feel that excited when we see Ciampa and Briscoe with cheese graters and everything? Now, would it just been like, end it?
That was the second match of the night, over 2.5 hours ago. That's insane. That's insane that you did that then. Like, again, the placement of it makes no sense. We're here now watching a nothing match. Like, this is insane. That match at least had some backstory to it and a bit of a grudge. And again, you sell people on it. You milk bag it. You put it at the back of the store and you fucking sell people on it. Don't miss the 3rd hour of Dynamite tonight, or the bonus collision on a Wednesday. I know Boston said, they advertised. They did say, and I mean, even the graphic, it's split. Like, it makes it look Collision versus Dynamite, which is hilarious. But my issue isn't that. It's one, you should get it in the same place. And for some fans out there, you can't. And 2, make it special. Make it feel big.
One, could you have done that and then that's when you get, like, which one do you have done there? Or could you combine them to where you get everybody that's in the Stadium Stampede shows up and you have that calamity that ends the show? And folks, we're going off the air, but they're fighting through the alleyways. They're fighting through the walkways right now. So make sure you're here on Sunday for Double or Nothing for Stadium Stampede, because they're going to be going throughout the entire arena.
Right.
You had 2 opportunities to sell you on the pay-per-view, and they did it at the start of the show.
2. Boston. I'll come to Boston in a second. Where are the AEW talent? Yeah, I mean, this is funny. We don't need these former Fed guys. Mick Foley, we love him. He hates Strap. He's the best. Yes.
Hey, if you hate Mick Foley again, you got a problem with you.
No. But I mean, it's funny, right? We don't want keep the WWE. We don't want them. We're not sports.
But Mick Foley is an advocate of varying anti-WWE guy currently.
I'm just saying, you don't want you don't want it, and then you get it, and you're like, we loved it all along. It's hypocritical.
Well, it's very much of how AEW's Ronda Rousey did fantastic numbers for AEW on Netflix when she won her match, because AEW.
Right. Boston said Revolution is bigger than Double or Nothing nowadays. Yeah, I mean, bigger as far as how they deliver it, fine, but internally and then from the kind of get-go, it was always all in. It was all out, actually, in the early days, all in, all out. Revolution, and I almost forgot about Full Gear altogether because, yeah, I mean, so Full Gear, Double or Nothing. Who do we also? Revolution, All In, and All Out.
I would say it goes All In, Double or Nothing, All Out, and then you can split your hairs and play your games between Revolution's
been better.
World's End, Full Gear. But no, I think that I understand it's delivered, but I'm saying in their kind of construct, I feel that they've done. Go timeout.
Why am I currently watching Picture in Picture at 11:06 p.m.?
At 11:06, I mean, my guy, you're asking me. This is your show. I'm just passenger princessing out here. Why are you making me watch this?
I just, committed to the end.
I showed up here for a nice, fun time.
Utter bullshit. Oh, I'm with you, buddy. I completely agree with you, bud. That's crazy. The booking is crazy. It feels like a mess of a show.
Well, I had to read Boston's comment because I made the count on, and then you're like, "I'm totally agree with you." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
But we're dealing with the great-minded Tony Khan, and I think we're climbing Mount Everest in that regard. Yeah, it feels like a forever.
But he's cooking now. He's understanding it at a pace that he's never understood it before.
We can tell. It shows in the programming. I know money, but I could have a collision on a night the playoffs weren't. That's true. Or run it earlier in the day, or not do the 3-hour thing. It hurts. It doesn't help. And I listen. Everyone different standards. Oh, WWE, so many commercials. Blah 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 blah. I'm watching a fucking Picture in Picture in the overrun of the 3rd hour. That's got it. Someone's got to fucking date and go, that's not right.
In a tag match that I know who's going to win.
And I don't care about. I actually think this might not have a winner.
Again, folks, we're going to be probably quickly packing this in. So let you know your ratings out of AEW tonight, because I don't know when this shit's going to fucking end. It's a mercy killing at this point.
It's just what it is, bro. And again, when you don't put on a good 2 hours, was there much hope for the 3rd?
But it's even then of like, want it to succeed, of want, like, I hate that us two, for anybody out there, all the haters that, oh, you're a nobody. Oh, cool. But I can come up with a better idea than a goddamn billionaire on how to book a fucking wrestling show. I can tell you that. Like, at this point, Tony, we're doing it for less than minimum wage out there.
If Vince Russo can be considered a professional writer for a wrestling company or a booker, just about anybody can fucking do it.
That's more insulting that Vince Russo gets credit and I don't.
And a 42-year-old fucking billionaire's kid, or I guess he's like 45 now, but he was probably like 40. It was obviously 41
when he started this shit.
Yeah, right. Like, I didn't want to get corrected by the chat, but when a 40-year-old man with very little life experience who's been spoiled his whole life by billionaire daddy and just buys some sports teams and wrestling companies because fuck it, what else to do? I mean, again, I think he had zero experience of being a booker, and we all, Tony's the Messiah. So any Tom, Dick, or Harry that can write fucking words on a piece of paper could be that guy. That's what you're telling me.
The only difference when it comes to booking a wrestling show between UI or the other guy, when it comes to Tony Khan, is big account.
Yeah,
that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't deny, like, without even hesitation. And again, people, oh, you guys are nobody, blah blah blah. Yeah, we are. We're just two guys that love wrestling. Da da da. But I'd sit me and Nick in a room tomorrow, and I guarantee you the show will be better next week.
We'll do it for free. Or we'll talk about it. We'll negotiate. I instantly started walking back our price of
he's got a billion. He's got a billion. Right? You can share a little.
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Right. I might do it for snacks. I'm not going to lie.
Just give me a pizza. Give me that corporate fucking, hey, we had an anniversary birthday pizza.
This match is still fucking going. It's embarrassing.
It's 11:10. It's 11:10. Do you know where your smart marks are? Because Dan here of this show has just run amiss.
Yeah.
What is it going to take to end this?
Murder.
She wrote.
Which.
Let's see if we can write a Rastafari song by the time this match ends. Let's see, what can we do as a group? Can we solve who done it? Can we Scooby-Doo some shit out here before this match ends?
This match is never ending. We're at 11.
Got a machine.
I can't
They've shattered my dreams.
MDB.
As they break it up. They break it up in an overrun.
It will not end.
Almost a 11:11. Make a wish. Blow your candles out here.
I don't need to.
I'm wishing this show would fucking end.
Yeah, fucking A. But my biggest issue with, I agree with Boston on like, I mean, again, Sunday we got title matches, and you're giving us like not, you know, when the preview gives you all the best parts of the movie, that's what they're doing in some of these cases.
Hey, the Kansas City Chiefs are about to be in the Super Bowl, but before they get there, they got to take on, you know, Jimmy's Auto Buddies Pee Wee football team to make sure that they can contend to be there to defend the Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
Right? Mean machine. Like, what are we doing?
I think he shit himself.
Darby already wrestled tonight. Yes, he did. He was victorious over Speedball.
1, 2, 3. Hallelujah. And I heard there was a secret chord, and Meltzer played, and it pleased the con. All the broken strings coming. Hallelujah. My voice cut out at the end. Terrible. But yes.
And when you thought it couldn't get any worse, folks, here we go.
I keep sucking. Pause.
MDB, good to see you, buddy. Like I said, and we'll give you one of these.
I'm busy. I like how that's the insider term with taxes. He's got a tax refund tonight,
right? It's between. There you go. I mean, taxes always win, bro, over just about anything.
Well, April 15th, them motherfuckers, they want their taxes back. So yeah.
Right. But that is the end of Collision, folks. It's been a long one. I'm shocked. Like the audacity. And again, all I'm going to keep doing on Wednesdays is challenging the fans to look at this differently. I don't want you to hate AEW. I don't want you to quit on AEW. But again, if you're going to throw mud at everyone else's wrestling, and it's not even about the Fed, it's about all the other companies they shit on and flex on, including TNA and the Indies, or unless one of their guys goes to, oh, that's a shit show, and then their guy shows up on it, and they're like, oh, wait, maybe it's cool. I don't have time for the flip-flopping of it all. This tonight was not a good go-home show. This does not feel exciting or hot. WWE right now, based on the shows we've seen in the last 7 days, feels like a hotter product.
Oh, absolutely. Trust me, I was out there. We're audacity, perpetuity. We're using all the vocab words out there. At this point, we've said it throughout of Monday Night Raw, especially, has very much captivated and grabbed pro wrestling a little bit by the chokehold, by that tongue and death grip. And AEW feels like we're limping by. We're hoping to get by. Like, I hope Double or Nothing is going to be great, because God damn it, they haven't given me anything to tell me it's going to be great.
Right. Facts. But it's got to pick it up, man. I'm so tired of, let's nominate Tony for the 2026 Booker of the Year. Get the fuck out of here.
Because they sold out 14,000. They do that for a SmackDown and don't even blink. What are we talking about?
No, I hear you, buddy. That's it. I mean, we're fucking. I'm at the point of saying I hear you, buddy. So that means we're done. We're out. But that's it, folks. We're back tomorrow, 8:45 for TNA Impact. Going to be a fun one. Macklin and Santana and so much more. And then SmackDown Friday. Busy weekend of pay-per-views. Don't miss it. We watch more live wrestling. And even when the wrestling sucks, we never do. We appreciate you. And usually I do a little spill here. So I guess it's on to you, Mr. Nick.
Well, no. You guys is childish. Why is we childish?
I don't know who Sherry's talking to, apparently, but see you later.
But 7-4. Well, do you want to at least give a number, give a rating or an
6.
opinion, or are you just one of those? Can I get out the fucking door faster?
Actually, I was going to give it a 6. I gave it a 6 for the first, but the hour takes away a point, so we end up at 5. The hour, there was no point to do Collision. There was no point. You're better off skipping the week, Nick. That is a better option. Just do 2 hours Dynamite and no Collision. Don't move it. Don't tack it. You're better off without it. You are negatively affecting your show by adding it.
Normally they call me the beat Nick, but I guess we're the weak Nick out here. But the Tommaso Ciampa Mark Briscoe match, 9 out of 10. Like, honestly, if there's a match you almost want to go back and watch in wrestling, go back and watch that match. If there's anything to salvage out of this, go back and watch that. Yeah. That is the fucking insane thing that was the second match of the night. Mm-hmm. But beyond that,
that's crazy. And you know what's fucked up is if that was in a better spot in a different place or on a better show, that would have really, like, it's everything is so by at this point, I don't even give a fuck that match happened, and it was a really good match. It was just.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if that actually happened, like you talked about. If that was the last match that we had tonight, would that have survived the onslaught of mediocrity that we saw?
Right? Are you right?
Like outside of the rest of this, I'm fine with the 5. That match to me, I would pluck that out of everything that happened tonight. That's its own entity. Please go watch that match. The rest of tonight, 5.
5. I agree. I take that. 5's good. Folks, hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. Like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Be a part of all the show. Be a part of all the fun. On behalf of Anthony, Big Nick, I'm KJ White. Nick, bring us home. Get us the fuck out of here.
10 out of 11 or 11 out of 10. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you put that for life with it. This man hit a yawn during my outro.
See you on the flip side. I don't even care. I'm just going to bed. Good night.